I can't do it. Hello and welcome back to our super exciting Happy Fun Times D&D game.
Woo!
Yeah.
Everyone had such happy fun times last time.
Yep. Yeah.
Didn't they, Red?
How are we sleeping at home? You sleeping well? You're not feeling any guilt?
Like a baby.
Oh, wow.
Like a baby on a wolf. I feel so protected and safe. Like nothing will ever bite me or come back to haunt me. Anyway, again, we just want to say a quick thank you to Critit for supplying all of our dice. Their new Kickstarter, by the time we put this up, should be well underway to get the Monster Range dice. And with how well your dice have been rolling, I really want some. You might notice we are missing one of our players today. Unfortunately, the lovely Hessia could not make it. So we're going to be doing a bit of a side mission, a bit of something different. But hopefully it will be enjoyable nonetheless. Right. You find yourself in this clearing. Behind you, this manor house, the crackle and pop of the old joints and old wood, the internals of it burning quite quickly, the external, where it's been damp, taking a little bit longer. As all of you hear this, I see you, come out. Some of you had heard it before. Gabriel. It's very, very similar to the one you heard before.
Yeah.
Everyone give me a insight or anything that you've got that you think you could look into this voice. If you've got a different skill you'd prefer to use, let me know. If you want to look at the arcane of it, if you want to look at something else to do with it, let me know.
Insight's
15.
fine.
For insight?
21 on insight.
Nice.
I'm going to go for investigation.
Okay. Investigation's good as well.
19 intel.
Nice.
Like, where is it coming from? Inside our heads, or is it coming from like somewhere around
At
us?
first, you'd notice this, Red. You'd think it was coming from inside your head, but then you look round and you see everyone else react to it. But you would notice Irina does not react to it, and neither, does Ismark. Sorry, I've missed someone. There he is. Oh, excuse me.
Little unconscious dwarf.
Your unconscious dwarf definitely does not react to it. As you think and you focus on this voice to try and work out more about it, from what you've seen of Strahd, it feels a bit weird.
Yeah, I didn't see much of him. I was pretty far back.
Those who roll higher, so 19 and 21. 21, this feels like an imitation of Strahd. From what you have seen of him, it wasn't a, ooh, I'm going to try and scare you. He just nothing you guys. You weren't even on his radar. You were barely a hand flick. And he took something incredibly precious from one of you. So now to have this voice sound similar, but to hear this, I see you. Maybe he can see you, maybe he can't. Why would he say if he can or can't, is what you're thinking. As you stop and pause for a second, it's probably about 6 o'clock in the afternoon now. It's darker, but the sun isn't setting yet. You've probably got maybe 2 hours, you would think, until the sun starts to drop down. But with the mist,
still on fire.
with the mist here, it is getting quite dark already. Some of you have got dark vision, so aren't too bad, but the light of the house is making it relatively easy to see at the moment. Irina's there, this sort of long auburn hair down, wearing this armour, which is probably not designed for her to start with, but has been altered that you'd be able to see with your eye to fit her frame. Not highly professionally, but well. It would be better than her wearing completely unaltered. She's wearing a kind of like fitted breastplate with chain underneath it. Looks protective but lightweight. Ismark there with his kind of gambeson with the thonging on it, and then the actual bits of plate attached to the right places. Not full plate, not half, but kind of plate with chain built into it as well. Both of them kind of look and see you all looking around. Irina seems to notice first, and she comes again running over to you.
Probably take a few steps back.
She seems quite in touch and sees you step away from her, and a smile comes across her face, not like a judgmental smile or I'm trying to be overly... Of course. If you ever need to talk...
That face just...
About anything. She looks back to the rest of you. What happened in there?
Didn't I already tell
Yeah,
her?
we already went through
flashed
it.
it with all the
Images.
And I've gone a bit
Oh
too
yeah,
fast.
so you did.
I already went. Maybe I went too fast.
As she... You've been through so much. And our journey has only just begun. There seems to be quite an honest openness to her. She's not oozing false empathy. She's not trying to put herself in your situation. She's not trying to belittle what you've done. She just seems concerned.
May I suggest, if we all just heard that, leaving the burning building and finding somewhere else to camp within night?
That, it sounded like Strahd, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't.
I don't think it
Strahd.
was, but still, if someone has eyes on us, it'd be good to move out from this place.
Where are we going to camp on the dark then?
Well, away from a burning house that is literally a beacon to everyone around it.
Makes sense. Okay.
Irina comes in, but we definitely did the right thing to burn the house. It was the right thing to do from what you've shown me.
Definitely.
Oh, definitely. But that there is a giant beacon of, hey,
Of course it
we're
is.
here.
Perhaps.
So do you know a place a little way from here where we can camp?
Ismark comes in. I know it is not the right direction, but perhaps backwards. Perhaps back to the village. We can restart our voyage again tomorrow.
Might be better than sleeping out in the open.
We'll still struggle to reach the village by nightfall. But we know the road. Bless you, Paladin. And some of the dust.
I'm allergic to shambling mounds.
Your shoulder aches with a dull thud.
I think resting up and recuperating does sound like a...
Can everyone give me a perception as the building begins to burn?
10.
17.
15.
9.
The fire really starts to catch now, and it starts to spread seriously quick, unnaturally fast through the woods. As the fires kind of reach the roof of the building, it spreads much, much faster. And you see darting out, going into the forest. At first, you're not sure what it was. A trick of the light, just as the flame flickers. But then another one going a different direction, and you're sure you've seen it before. And then when the third one comes, you know it. As you see this shadow just dart across the floor and out into the woodlands.
Right. Are they all heading in the same direction or in
Different directions.
I hate Barovia. So the choices are we go forward and find a place, or we go back and know there's a place. But if we go back, we know Strahd could be there waiting for Irina.
Yeah. Perhaps camping outside is not.
Everyone, give me a
thing
quick
after all.
perception.
1.
9.
4.
Not very. I think we're all a bit distracted
16.
by the. Oh, you're not. We're distracted by the fire.
I've literally rolled 15, 16, 16.
As you say Strahd, and you're looking around, you see Ismark seems uncomfortable even mentioning the name. As you say, he kind of looks around and then back to you.
I just look at him blankly, just like, what?
Red's going to send an image out to everyone's brains, basically a picture of a covered wooded area with a fire in it.
Including Irina?
Yeah, basically just... And then... She wants to kind of say, don't be a coward. Yeah, a picture of image of a wolf with a tail tucked between its legs.
Nice. That's what you see.
Yeah. Basically, don't be scared. Don't be a coward.
I think Red wants to carry on moving forward then.
Yeah, it makes sense. We've come this far. Let's not go back.
Mm.
We can rest and recover.
Mm.
Take turns on watch. I said the tiefling goes first.
Are you still still heavily bleeding?
We've healed you up a bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Are you
I'm
still,
not well,
still badly injured?
Reasonably so.
I'll give you another blast of
Things I could
cure wounds.
I can things you can get hit points, but I can medicine you.
Yeah. While you rest to help.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a cure wounds as well for your shoulder.
Thank you.
So that's a D8.
Mm-hmm.
6.
Yep, you invoke the power. So it surges through you. And you feel a nice warmth originating on that shoulder. Still a dull thud ache to it. Like you've overdone it at the gym. It's that kind of pain now rather than something's just stabbed me in the shoulder. Yeah. Brilliant.
Let's head out then.
Yeah.
Can I roll survival? Find a good place.
Yeah.
Let's go again.
What sort of place are you looking for?
Cover.
Yeah, you've got 2 hours until you think it's going to get dark.
But we're in woods as well.
Yep. So you're going to... So your options are... You've kind of been going south a bit. The woodlands to the west, from what you've seen, is the biggest. Mm-hmm. Going down south, you're probably not a million miles away from the river. And if you
river
would...
will mask our scent.
And you've told you're sort of heading south and west is you're kind of skirting round this path in the forest to eventually head west. But you've not made it huge.
So we need to go west anyway.
You do indeed
we
need to
might
go
as
west.
well just go west.
But also you're going to have to cross the river at some point.
Someone can carry me. Or
There's probably a bridge or a ferry or something across a river.
Probably, or someone can just throw me across.
Depends how big the river is.
The river, from what you've seen in the distance, wasn't super fast moving at all.
Okay. But how deep is it? That's my issue there. How deep is it? Right. Yeah, might as well go west.
Yeah, heading into the...
Oh, that's my spell plus 5. 16.
Is anyone helping?
Is it survival?
Survival.
I don't have any survival training. Can we just assist it in like...
Irina will offer to come with you if you'll have
She'll
her.
just sort of shrug and toddle off.
As you...
Just indifferent. Of,
Yep. So it'll give you advantage on your roll, having her
Oh, can I do another one?
plodding along,
So that was a
looking for good
16.
places as she's...
That's a 19. No, wait, that's a 20.
Nice. As you do, she... So again, she's this kind of... No makeup, no effort made, just hair is falling into place kind of look to her. From what you've seen, she's definitely a lot better off than a lot of people here. When you met Mary, she was not like this at all. The person who was missing her daughter.
Not the fact that we met someone that was selling animal children
Human
pasties.
pie.
Yeah.
They weren't children pasties, thank you. They were just
Human
pasties.
pasty.
They're just generally human pasties. They don't differentiate.
They don't discriminate. God.
As you walk, she tries to kind of engage conversation with you. So you probably look for about 10-15 minutes. What do the rest of you want to do?
We should really... Are we all walking together or are we going to wait
Are
for
you
them
all
to-
travelling?
They'll
travel.
Oh, okay, I was going to say if she'll probably go off a bit further, but she'll
Yeah.
leave like notches in the trees.
Yeah.
No, like it.
We'll follow behind.
Just a little notch in the trees that
Okay.
she passed, so there's a little...
I'm going to do it stealth. I'm going to do it very quietly.
Trying to keep with them?
Trying to keep quiet as we go. I think
Okay.
we'll be best bet.
Yeah. As she walks, as much kind of just talking to herself as talking to you. When I lost my father, I blamed myself. It was my fault that Strahd came to the village. And she just says the name. She kind of pauses for a second. It was my fault they attacked. He wants me. And now it's my fault that you're taking me somewhere safe. What about over here?
Sort of has a little rummage around,
Yeah.
nods.
Ismark says I shouldn't blame myself, but I do blame myself. And I'm sorry for the trouble that I've caused you.
Yeah, and she sort of shrugs.
I know my words must seem hollow, but I am sorry for the trouble I've caused. He looks nice, doesn't it? As she kind of points over to what looks just like some dead trees lying on the floor. Doesn't look particularly nice at all.
And then just nods again and just wanders over, starts finding dry wood.
As you kind of go a bit further in. But Ismark says I mustn't let this kind of thoughts get to me. Sometimes think that it would just be easier if... No. One mustn't even think about it. And she then just randomly points off again. What about over there? And from where you're standing, it looks like it's going to be a dreadful place. And you kind of take a look, and you can see relatively well hidden the small stones set out for what would have been a fire pit. As you kind of take a closer look, it looks like it may have been used as maybe like a hunter's place where they would. You could probably get maybe 5 people in here without too much trouble. Sort of natural, goes down into the ground slightly with fire pit and a couple of sheltered places from the wind. There's definitely worse places if you're going to be outside.
No, that's good. Yeah.
No, of course, that's a silly place as well. Maybe I should just leave it to you.
Now she sort of indicates over here, so towards where that little sheltered area is.
Yeah.
That's a good place.
Again, as you kind of do, this natural smile just kind of lights her face up again. And then she just walks in silence with you for a bit. The others. The mist is closing in. It's cold. It's not quite dark. But this mist is getting annoying. It's a constant irritation, a suffocating silence which is just always there. The sort of natural sounds you'd expect to hear in a forest or near a forest of this just are not there. You hear the occasional, but just nowhere near as often as you think you should. The wood is old. A lot of you have probably never been in a woodland as old as this. If you're from kind of civilized places, most definitely not. It's not been looked after. Fallen trees just lie where they fall. It's very dense in places and very open in others, just from the whole naturalness of it. Overgrown, damp, and that kind of deep, rotty, earthy smell is just everywhere now you're in the woodlands. Ismark, it's not too late. We could make it back to Barovia. I know it would put us a few hours back.
I just shake my head and just keep following the knocks that Red's made.
Okay. You walk in silence.
I'm trying to be as quiet as I possibly can. In this
Yeah. You're stealthing along. Give me a stealth roll. See how sneaky you are.
10.
Relatively. You
Too
guys
much
can.
dead wood underneath foot, so it keeps snapping.
The difference in pace, especially for you, Constance, is really overwhelming from where you were, this kind of life or death situation, to now just this. Exactly. Just like this. Find yourself walking in near silence with an untested man in Ismark. You can see in the distance this halfling travelling with Irina. Jakul, the priest, who for some reason ran when you held the gate and held up the what's the word I'm looking for?
Portcullis.
Portcullis, thank you.
Do you mean when I became part portcullis?
Hesia brings up the rear, who was more hindrance than help when she tried to pull you through. Was it on purpose? Who knows?
I'm carrying the dwarf as well. Unconscious dwarf.
Yeah.
He's still unconscious?
Yeah.
I guess.
Someone wake him up.
Oh no, sorry, he has woken up.
So he doesn't have
So now he's slung over
He
your
seems
shoulder.
groggy.
Just
Yeah, you carry him for a little bit and I'll wake him up in a second. Well, I always forget my stupid NPCs. It'd be a real shame if he was to die.
We just left him there unconscious.
Why didn't we bring him down to the altar? Like, he would have been so useful.
I really want to come down.
He totally wasn't written for that at all, guys. Not at all. Not remotely. As you kind of plod, as you naturally walk along, as one of your boots just sinks into an unseen puddle, as cold, dirty water, feel it touch the skin.
So grumpy.
Just
so grumpy.
plods
Not
on.
talking to anyone, just like...
Do you make a noise or anything when your foot goes in the water?
Jakul, you find yourself in the same situation. You don't feel the cold, do you, though?
No, I don't.
No. It's not so much an irritation. The damp is probably irritating, but the temperature, not so much.
It's messing up my clothes.
For those of you who don't camp out very often, you can see up in the distance Irina just kind of pointing at random things, and Red kind of gives him the once over, a little shake of the head and another little shake of the head, and then you see her point off to another, and it just looks like nothing. And then a Red close to where Irina's pointing to kind of goes over. And to the untrained eye, it looks very similar to the other places. But as you guys kind of close in, you can see it's pretty well hidden in the forest. Natural kind of indent out the wind a bit, a couple of big stones, and you can see some bits have actually been laid out here already. Took you maybe half an hour, 40 minutes to find this. So you've got maybe an hour until it gets... Yeah.
Yeah, Red's already looking for dry wood.
Yeah.
Help set up camp.
Yeah, you guys, between you, start setting up camp. Hessia is very quiet.
And staying far away from her.
Yeah. Gabriel, Constance?
I think Constance is sort of just really grumpy and about like potentially having to carry a lot of the party physically and, well, not in your case at the moment, carrying the job. And so it's just like taking the first opportunity to like have the first sleep of everybody. Just
Okay.
like,
I'm happy to
I've
keep
earned
first
this.
watch. Yeah.
And just has no interest in interacting with people until she's in a less grumpy frame of mind, which probably makes for terrible podcasting.
Irina comes to you. So she stands maybe 5'8", so slightly taller than average, is late teens, early 20s, long auburn hair, a couple of freckles. My father... Sorry, I do this all the time. Sometimes I think of what I want to say before I know we've been introduced slightly. My name's Irina.
Constance.
She. Yep. It's a firm handshake. It's not a Clarence handshake. It's not a complete wet fish. My father would train me in his muck, and I found it would relieve my mind. I know we've not got long and the light is falling. And I doubt I'll be any competition for you. At all. But would you teach me some things?
What would you like to learn?
She uses a longsword, and has like a small buckler style shield. Just some.
Just a bit of sparring, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
How easy do you take it on her? And she kind of gets up. You see, she falls into not a natural stance, but she does fall into a stance. So the buckler arm comes out, and then the rear, the long sword is kind of not imperfect. Her knees bend, her hips turn slightly. The head comes up.
I think Constance would take advantage of imperfections in her stance to kind of more make her fall or trip rather than necessarily attacking. You know.
Okay. She imagine having a dancer and teaching them how to sword fight. That's from how she stands. She's definitely not a fighter at start. You can see, and from you probably sparring with some of the younger paladins and younger priests. from just kind of having a little ting-ting with her, she's pulling everything. And a lot of the blows, if you wouldn't parry, wouldn't hit you. It's a lot of jest. But her technique and the way she moves is like that of, like a dancer. Like someone who has been just drilled into them how to move and how to make the movement, and has been able to see someone make the movement and then is making the movement, compared to natural skill.
Right.
And that's up to you how aggressive you are with her. Or what you try and teach her.
When there's a moment where she's maybe not off balance, but like not standing squarely enough to maintain the posture that she'd need to take a blow, but deflect it. But
so you're going to hit through her guard.
Yeah, and potentially shield barge rather than like hit with a weapon.
Yeah.
Just push.
You come in and she's quick, and she would have deflected the blow, but as you put some weight behind it, clearly not expecting it's not the sparring that you would think been used to. As with ease, you just completely move her sword and you exploit the weakness, and then give me a roll and see athletics.
Cool. That's 25.
Yeah, she goes fine.
It was a turtle.
It was a turtle.
So I think we're going to have a competition to win the turtle dice.
I like the turtle. I'm solid on the outside and squishy inside. It's exactly like a turtle.
And an armadillo.
And really good at swimming, I guess, maybe. Is there a swimming
Turtles
skill?
or is it turtle or tortoise?
It's a turtle.
Oh, it's a turtle. Okay, so it is good at
There you go.
swimming. I thought you went tortoise, and I was like, you don't drop a tortoise.
No, little fins.
Oh, okay, no, it's a turtle.
She goes sprawling. You catch her. As you imagine it in your head is how it happens. You power through her guard. She's not expecting it at all. You step in. As she sees you, she kind of brings her sword around, and you just... As she goes flying backwards. Give me a d6 damage.
Broken her nose.
Oh,
6.
it's a double turtle.
Oh my god. You've broken the poor girl's nose.
Yeah.
But does she now look
This is now when Strahd's like...
lover.
You bloody her.
Worth it.
You can see you've split a lip.
now Strahd's just be like, nah, you're good.
As she hits, and all of you would see, as she lets out a... and she falls. As her hair sort of falls over her face, her brother up to his feet instantly, looking at you, hand on the hilt of his sword, straight into defensive. As she gets up, I guess I deserved that. As she comes onto the on guard and comes back at you. She's fighting much harder now.
Cool.
It's less tippy-tappy. She still can't hit you as you take a couple on the shield. It's up to you whether you feel your mind unwind or not.
Yeah, I think the guard is being lowered and slightly relaxing into movements that are... I can't think of any words tonight.
Yeah.
Routine.
Routine, exactly, yeah.
Yeah. She, after you probably spar for maybe 15 minutes, you can see she's clearly worn the muscles down a bit. She moves quite well in the armour. She's clearly trained in the armour. For some people you've seen when they've not worn armour before, and they pick up a sword, they don't know how to fight at all because they try and move as if they're not wearing armour. She's clearly been trained in this armour. Father used to... Sorry. Thank you.
What were you going to say?
Father tried to train me from a young age. I always fear he knew more than he led on. I guess we'll never know. Do you know a mantra, he would call it, a stance, a series of, it's up to you if you do or don't. So think of it like Tai Chi, but with a sword, basically.
Oh, okay.
So like a set of moves slowed down.
Does Constance know it? Or
If Constance knows or not. If she has one. She might not. She probably would have been taught one. Whether she learned it or not is completely different.
I think that's a good path to go down. Like, it was like day one in the...
Yeah.
Brain's gone.
Within your church.
Yeah, within the training, but
Yeah.
was more suited for people of maybe a smaller frame and who were much quicker and had to just compensate with other skills.
Yeah. Perhaps I could teach you the mantra my father taught me.
Maybe tomorrow. I think I need to rest.
Thank you. Those who rest, you'll see she still kind of does it by herself. It's a mixture. Those with martial weapon skills, so mainly you. If you watch her or not, she. Again, it's like a dancer moving.
Yeah.
She moves quite well. How deadly it would be, probably not. Whether it would unwind the mind, it worked through a lot of different moves and kind of. You've seen more competent fighters would use it to kind of cool down after a fight or first thing in the morning to stretch everything out. It's that kind of maneuver, and you can understand as soon as you see her do this, the way that she fights. Kind of, you can see a lot of the moves in this, but there's no. You probably fought people in the past who have that killer instinct, who probably aren't trained fighters but know how to hurt someone. She's the complete opposite way around. How useful would she be in a fight at the moment? Probably not very. She knows how to fight, but would she be able to properly take someone down? Doubtful. The others, you get lots of dry wood, find a couple of stashes nearby, bring stuff back. Hestia is very much keeping herself to herself. You see that she's keeping this new cloak tight around her body. You can hear the jingle and jangle of various coins in her as she wanders around.
I'll check on everyone, make sure everyone's okay and that like wounds are treated and make sure no infections or anything like that are going to happen. Take my time to do that.
1 second. Why can't I find him?
Mr. Dwarf.
Yeah, my computer's being a pain in the bottom. Sorry.
It's okay. I don't think I wrote his name down.
No, I've not written his
Felden,
name
was
down.
it?
Felden. Felden was the name
Falden.
of it. Falden.
Yeah. Falden Ungart. Sorry, my docs is messing up and I don't know why. Falden kind of awakens. Kind of looks around up to the sky. Fuck. Aye. Hands kind of check various weapons. See, unravels his toolkit. Fuck. Does it up again. You can see his kind of nails looking quite bloody, fingertips, lots of small cuts in them. Seems to be missing most of his throwing daggers. From what you can see of his thieves' tool, a lot of the tools are missing or bent now.
What happened?
What the fuck happened to you?
We encountered a demon.
As you do.
The house is haunted, basically. It's just stared at a haunted house, my dwarven friend.
Jeez. I thought it'd be best if I call us an exit. A way out.
We found you unconscious on the floor, so...
Aye. It would seem something in that bloody house didn't want me to get out.
Well, at least the house is burnt down now.
Aye, lads. Good.
Yes, definitely good.
As he kind of looks over to Hessia and gives her a little nod. Find anything nice?
Not really. Lots of tombs. And a bloody altar.
Right then.
I think your companion may have the sacrificial dagger.
She is kind of...
Oh God, did she leave with it? God!
Yeah, she left with it.
Why did you let her do that?
Oh, well, at least no one's got it. And no one can have it when they go back down there. There's no way the
Yeah, we keep it separate.
the dungeon is going to be burnt down.
Right. Well, I am knackered.
You injured? Do you need any assistance?
Kind of rolls his shoulder. I'll be alright, lad. I'll be alright.
You sure?
Can you fix these? So he brings his thieves' tools out.
Yes, of course.
You can see nicely crafted.
I'll lay them out and take out 2 small lodestones, kind of place it between the lodestones, do the chant and the motions, and then kind of cast the mending on it. Should hopefully repair everything, put it back together.
He steps in, rolls them up, and his tone chastens instantly as he gets close to your ear. You still fucking owe me, lads. As he does them up and puts them away. Oh, I'm in your debt.
Quite.
As he kind of looks and gives you all a nod.
I'll let you rest then. I'll take first watch.
Pretty tired.
No, Red's gonna shake her head at that. She's gonna go clamber up a tree and sit like one of the lower branches.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's gonna sit there, sort of legs dangling over the edge. She ain't sleeping.
You build a little fire. You've got enough rations.
We've got
How many
loads
days
of
rations
rations, I
did you
think.
have?
God.
We got a few days worth of it.
We had like
Who wrote it down?
notes.
Hessia had
her things in there.
She has the kitchen.
We had
Yeah,
enough
that's hers
to
down
get
there.
us there.
Okay,
basically.
if you guys
Yeah.
could just put you at -1 ration, I'll go through
I
the
didn't
list.
put any rations.
Whoever
Be
wants
in
to be in
the-
charge of your ration.
I think you get -1 You've got rations in your packs as well.
Yeah.
I think we used up most of our food stuffs when we were first deposited in this place.
No, yeah.
It was just the stuff we prepared to leave.
Right. So who's keeping watch?
I'll keep watch as well.
For the 1st
We'll
one?
do like a rotation. I guess.
Yeah, so it's going to be 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours.
Oh no, she'll be up for the whole thing.
Yeah, you're going to
Yeah.
stay up?
Yeah, she's staying up.
I am going to do prestidigitation and warm 2 cubic feet that I'm sat on. So
How long does that
I'm
last?
toasty. That lasts an hour, and I can have 3 of them at a go.
Toasty buns for
I
half
wish
an
you
hour.
could do that in real life.
Great, wouldn't it?
Best LARP ever.
So I'm just sat there reading my book. 15 minutes in. Gah!
Yeah.
Right, Eric.
You summon Eric back.
Yeah.
He comes back after 15 minutes. You can keep watching now, mate. And I just close my eyes.
You're the worst.
And he flies up
So you're asleep?
and sit
I
next to
guess
Red.
if you two are...
Sleeping? Resting? So what is the order of watches, just so I know?
I'll take the middle watch.
So first is bang and bang. Second,
I'll take the last one. If that's right. Like
Yeah,
the
you could
early
rest up
morning one.
properly.
Who's taking second watch? Hessia doesn't want to take watch.
Eric
take
doesn't
second.
need to sleep, but he can wake me up as a bonus action.
Okay.
So,
Who's taking second watch? Just by yourself?
Yeah.
Third watch? Fourth watch? Yeah?
Cool. And is Mark and Aaron?
They don't have to do the watch.
No.
When I'm on watch, I'll stand by the tree that you're up and try and, I don't know,
Just shake it.
be comforting as much as I can.
any sound you make, Eric's going to mimic it.
What, in like a
In a mocking
voice?
way.
Does he vicious mockery? Because that'd be genius for a raven.
He can just mimic sounds that he hears.
This is my raven. He's a bard.
Eric's a twat. I muttered that a few times.
1 second.
Eric's a noir.
Can somebody roll a
Which watch?
D100 for me?
Oh, handy.
Is that all of us?
Ready?
No, just
Eight.
Oh, you have to roll another d10.
Oh, yeah. I
so it's 80 something.
80.
That's an 8. It's a D8, that one that you've just been handed.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. What was this one? No.
Oh, yeah.
This one.
Thanks. 84.
84.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm glad it's not Warhammer because that would be a bad roll.
Rubbish. Let's do a different one.
Was it the one where the sky just fell down on us or something?
84 was it?
whispers. You occasionally get that from Eric. Turn around. Didn't the ball better than you?
Bear with me. Bear with me.
It's a bear with you.
Shit. Oh, God.
Cool, I got them back now.
Are we doing anything with the map or no?
Oh, yes, map XP. Show the map.
Which camera? Did I hold it up here?
You probably want me to have it. Is someone okay to pass it to me
Yeah.
while I just look for something?
Just hit my knee on the chair. As well on the other
came
side
out
as
pretty
well.
So the most
We
beautiful
didn't get
map.
lost, yeah.
Marks out of 10 for a map.
I think it was pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Come on.
Something good will happen.
Yeah.
I'll remember vividly that house for the rest of my life.
What was the house called again? Is it the Death House?
Yes.
Is it the Death House you took us to?
No dimension.
From your vantage point up here, you can see, as you're kind of looking around and just taking your time, you eyeball a little hidden package. You don't think anyone else has seen it. Stashed away, maybe 20 meters from this camp.
You still got Eric next to her.
Yeah.
She's just going to sort of pick him up and just like point him in the direction of the package.
Are you picking him by the head? Just like
No. She knows how to pick up a bird over the wings and just.
it was that you
I
used
guess
one.
Eric, in the shock of being picked up, Eric wakes me. I guess.
She's probably like sort of gently tapping on his head as well and just sort of going.
What?
Wait, which watch is this on?
She's.
First watch.
Oh,
Okay, you're already awake anyway.
and then I look through X's eyes that she kind of angled him towards, so I can see this package.
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay.
It's pretty well hidden.
How big is it? Oh, Eric won't be able to lift that.
It's ground level-ish, a little bit higher up in a tree.
Oh, it's up in a tree.
So you could reach it from the ground, but it is kind of
Yeah.
in a hidden in the sort of hollow of a tree.
How many meters is it away from us? About 20 meters?
20 metres.
Yeah.
Have a closer look, Eric.
Yeah, he kind of flutters over. You can see it's like a leather skin of some description with something wrapped inside it with some sort of leather thonging around it.
Keep your eyes on me. I head over to where Eric is.
Yeah, Red's going to scramble down from the tree.
Yeah, you make your way down. Head over.
Go in the direction of that package.
I'm going to tell Eric to go back to the ledge and keep an eye on camp while we go over there.
It's deadly quiet as you walk in the woodlands, unnaturally so. The mist now, when it's this late, seems incredibly thick. What have you done with your fire? Have you left it going, or have you let it go out completely?
It's still going.
Sort of embery?
Embery. It's just enough to heat.
Okay.
It's more heat than light.
I was really nice to both these two, and before I left, did presentation, so they were warm, and I did chill to the dwarf, so the dwarf gets cold on the floor.
He's going to turn out to be the main villain in this, isn't he? Just because we're being mean to him.
He's going to be like, what's your motivation as a villain? It's like, they bullied me.
Yeah, you're able to get it down without too much trouble. It feels squidgy. If you were playing Guess This Christmas Present.
A giant
undo
sponge.
it. Not as in, it's heavy.
Do you want to open this here, or do you want to open it? Because this is technically yours.
She's gonna poke it slightly with the end of the spear. Just not quite enough to pierce it.
It's
just
got
enough
kind
to...
of the weight of maybe material or something like that.
Okay. Do you want to take it? Do you want to open it here?
But she sort of opens it like that.
Yeah.
Keeping her face really far away.
You unwind. The leather that is around it is
Gonna keep that.
Natural. Yeah.
Keeping it.
A fur of, what can it be, of a wolf. Has kept what was in here quite dry. You find inside kind of think Viking style jerkin, red.
Excuse me.
That's so surprised.
With a very slight fur trim to it. Quite a nice belt with a blue gem in it. Probably not worth much, but more decorative.
Costume jewellery.
And then some trousers and some small leather shoes.
How big are they? You're talking it would fit a human?
Human.
She just sort of goes.
You would guess they've maybe been here
They smell musty.
less than a month, maybe.
Okay.
It's
And
hard
they're
to
quite
tell.
dry.
Yeah.
Someone leaving a whole
It's very hard to
outfit
tell.
in a tree.
Yeah.
I wonder who needs to get dressed again.
Yeah. Strange. Well, you found it. It's yours.
She's going to sort of hold it up against her and just...
It's ridiculous. Like, this would be like a dress.
Like, she's little as well. She's really, like, skinny as well. It's
Okay.
like...
Yeah, there's not much of this.
I'll just open up my bag, throw it in.
Yeah, but she's going to take the belt buckle. Because it's quite nice.
Keep the belt. I'll take everything else. Is there anything actually in like the trousers have pockets?
You'd find a pouch.
Awesome. It's got pockets.
A pouch with 5 gold pieces in it, maybe.
Ooh.
Yeah, 5 gold pieces.
Okay. Right. And then, is there any like paths from this point? It's just someone's just put a package up the tree. Okay.
Yep.
Go back to camp. I'm guessing camp's been fine while we've been
Has indeed.
20 minutes on.
We're all dead now.
I go back. I take presentation cold off of the dwarf and put warm on the stone. I sit on the stone and start reading my book.
You can see the dwarf has...
No, but now it feels warmer for him. Now it feels warmer for him. Now it's no longer chilled.
Shucks, what a friend you are. Thanks, Gabriel. My NPC loves you.
He doesn't know.
Red is also going to do something as she's up and about. She's going to start carving carving in Druidic on the trees with the name Strahd under it. She's going to put basically a curse on all the trees in this clearing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No, obviously it's got no actual purpose to it other than just satisfying. She's basically just put a curse in Druidic on the trees.
I hate you, Strahd. So annoying.
As you do, give me a perception.
15.
Okay. As you're doing it, so druids have got this kind of universal language.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
She's sort of whispering to the trees as she does it as well.
Yeah. You find one of the trees where you're about to carve it in, and you find one where in Druidic it looks very old, and it just warns danger.
Sort of puts her hands on the tree to sort of anything else from it.
It's just got the sort of the symbol for the danger, be careful.
She leaves that tree alone. She's going to sort of turn around and make a noise, just, I don't know, some sort of noise to get attention. Who's still awake? What were you still on the first watch?
First watch. Yeah.
First watch.
Still on the first watch.
I really want to know what noise was.
I literally do that. The classic, look over the book. Wolf howl.
Make an elk noise, please.
Close the book.
That's exactly what I was hoping. I'm so happy.
We're head over to where Red wants me.
For you can't really see anything in the tree at all. It's just the naturalness of it. It's just how it's grown. It's just...
She's gonna...
If there is something carved in this tree, it's... Give me a roll, see how good you are. But it's going to have to be very high.
That would be what? Perception of investigation. Perception. It would be a 9, and then
Just looks the natural way this tree is grown.
Derek isn't on my shoulder, is he? It's a tree.
She's gonna project the image of Druid speaking, obviously in a language you can't understand.
Yeah.
The tree.
Yeah.
And then sort of the feeling of being watched. So that's sort of that feeling when you know somebody's sort of behind you and makes you feel uncomfortable.
Okay.
That sort of all over your body feeling is what she sort of is saying.
Right.
You do anything?
She's gonna go up this tree to go and perch and go and use that as a new vantage point.
Okay.
So if this has got the warning on it, then
Cool.
yeah.
Jakul. Sleep does not come easy to you.
Well, even though his bed's nice and warm. Well, a foot of it is anyway.
He's missing his friend now.
Yeah.
And when
Voice
it
in my head
does
is gone.
come, part of you wish that it hadn't come. As you dream the vivid dream, you're back in the house. I'm sorry.
My bad.
Good job, team. Good job, producer. Good job. You're back in the house. And it looks huge to you. Like you're low down, looking around it. And it starts to get hotter and warmer. And you just hear this voice keep saying, why? This childlike voice. Why? Run, hide. Hide. Why didn't you take us with you? You could have helped. You would have been safe. You would have kept us safe. We could have kept you safe. Why did you leave us here?
I put you to rest. I had to.
Continues as you give me a wisdom save.
21.
Hey.
As you focus, when you say I put you to rest, it has authority in your voice.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you're in the room, this bedroom. You can hear a thudding and knocking at the door. It's not the secret knock, as it gets louder and louder. You hear a voice. Hide. I'll keep you safe. Hide. Don't answer the door. Don't do it. Hide. We'll be safe. It's this bumping. Do you do it?
It's the girl that was in my head that's telling me to hide. Was it that her voice?
Yeah.
I will try and hide then.
Yeah. You find somewhere to hide in the room.
What I picture is a dragon just hiding behind a doll's house.
Just like an eye through the window.
I'm safe.
Don't see me.
The dream kind of blurs and changes as the night goes on, but it has that kind of theme to it. Something in the room, something outside of it. But instead of the voice of this girl being, or boy, this child, trying to harm you or asking why you didn't, they're kind of on your side somewhat.
Yeah.
Constance. Your body relaxed from a bit of fighting and training as you do go to sleep and thirst before the others. You've eaten reasonably well, but it is trail rations. Used to probably sleeping rough. The hardship of it. Do you sleep in your armour or not?
I've done that. It's rubbish.
It's the worst.
Take the breastplate off and keep the chain on. No wait, I've only got chain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll sleep in chain. Chain's all right.
It's like a weighted blanket.
Yeah. It's like a hug. It's like a metal hug.
You've slept in chain in the cold before, and it's not pleasant. But tonight's it's not too bad.
Yeah. It's almost like the ground's heating it. And
Exactly. Something's keeping you a bit warm. Your dreams take you back to always holding something up, always being relied on to hold up and keeping those around you safe. If you drop it, something bad's going to happen. You don't know what, but something bad will happen. As you can feel your body aching from holding it, but still you hold it. Just give me a strength check.
5.
It hurts as you're holding it, but you're inner focus. You're able just to stand there as you kind of, that doesn't fill your entire night, but from what you can remember, that's what you dream of. First watch, that's all that happens. Second watch. You gonna get up?
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm
She's
woken
gonna
up.
throw a stone at him.
Yeah.
Like a really small stone at him.
You're woken. You go to sleep
More
from your watch.
like a pebble, so it's more like just irritating.
But Eric's still watching because Eric doesn't need sleep.
Pebbles are quite big though. Do a little damage on the pebble.
Yeah. He's got hard skin as well, so it's just more like an irritating tap.
Does it make a good noise actually? If we throw pebbles at you, does it make a good noise?
Yeah, probably would. Yeah, like
You awaken.
hitting against leather. You know.
Okay.
You awaken with a start. It's like a out of breath for a second, and as you do, you continue to hear someone knocking on the door for a little bit too long. As you look around and notice where you are now, you're no longer inside a house or inside a room. You look up into a tree. You've got the sort of dying embers of the fire you had in the middle. The mist suffocating everything now. It is dark. You look up, you can see if you make yourself known or not.
Yeah, she's still
Red up in a tree, this little half.
Well, you'll be able to see her. She's got the red cape on, so I imagine that'll probably stand out.
Yeah. During the day, when there was light, this was relatively spooky. Now it's night time, it has taken up a different look. The old forest with these long, kind of gnarled branches snaking out almost like hands as the wind travels through them with a slight whistle to it, and as they move and sway, the natural creak of the trees is pretty much all you can hear. Give me a perception check, please, and you as well, please, Red.
Do you want Eric to make one?
21.
21. 21 as well.
Hey.
9. Eric's too busy taking the piss out of the air.
He's going knock, knock, knock in my ear.
Eric has found a nice warm place to sit. Right on top of you.
That's fine.
The heat, because you've got to keep concentration to keep it up, would die once you fall asleep.
Yeah. It's instantaneous and it lasts for an hour.
Yeah. As you kind of look and keep on edge, just letting your eyes look round, you notice the silence here. There's just nothing. Just, I know I've used it before, but the complete suffocation of it. There's the odd creak of the wood as the wind picks through it, but the wind is very minimal. And when there is none, your ears become very sensitive, constantly trying to hear. And there's nothing for a long time. And then, from the north east, you hear a ow! It breaks the silence as it shatters.
Is it a long way off?
As you focus on it.
Is that wolf or werewolf?
Give me a...
Survival?
Yeah, survival would do it, or knowledge nature.
7.
Big wolf.
Cool.
Would I be able to tell? We've fought werewolves before.
You have indeed.
Could I,
You've heard werewolves
insight,
before?
maybe?
Give me... Yep, you can use it unskilled since you've heard it before. So knowledge nature or survival.
Okay, 12.
Big wolf.
What kind of howl was that? Was that like a hunting howl, a stay out of my territory howl? Is there anyone there?
Location howl.
Okay, so
And
letting them
answered.
know that they're there, or
Yeah.
trying to work out if there's anyone there.
Letting another wolf know where they are.
Okay.
Are they still some distance off then?
Good few miles.
Okay.
Miles.
Okay.
Red's gonna jump down from the tree and get more dry wood.
Yeah.
Stoke the fire up again, make it bigger.
Yeah. Keep on the fire.
Yep, you get it going. Do you talk to each other on your watch, or is it just silence?
She's not talking to anyone.
I will, once the things have calmed down, if I don't hear any more howling, it's just that once and then it's done. I'll rummage through my backpack and I'll take out that lovely book that had all my history on it and my current timing. I'll take that out of my bag and I'll start flicking through it to see if the writing's still there and see if it's updated itself.
Oh, the one...
The one from the library that I took with me.
Yeah.
It's all about me.
The story.
The stories are cool.
I'm the coolest dragonborn around.
Oh, that... You get it out. What is going through your head as you do? Are you confident? Are you worried?
I'm worried. I want to see like if it's still in like writing, like if we've like managed to placate whatever it was, or if like is it still updating itself or
you
not?
take it out, and as you open it, it starts to turn to dust in your hands.
It was a trick.
Nice.
Fantastic.
I feel very pleased about this, actually. I'm, shocked at first, but then I'll be very pleased. I feel like we've actually solved whatever the house was. It's now gone. Good.
It's a little arson.
The rest of your
Solves
watch
everything.
is uncomfortable, but passes without incident.
Okay.
Red. So you're 4 hours in at the moment.
Oh,
You'll watch by yourself, I believe.
yeah.
It's, who is next after?
No, it was me on my own for this one.
With the Raven.
With the Raven.
Eric's chilling.
Am I go back to sleep?
Can...
I hate that face.
I love that face.
I'll see what you do first.
Oh, the light's just gone out.
Oh. Bear with me, sorry.
Don't look at it, guys. Don't make the mistake.
Still got
Don't
power
look
for it.
directly at it. It's not black. Oh, God.
Oh, bloody hell.
There we go.
Almost.
That's bright, isn't it? Gosh, sorry about that. I was running it off the battery rather than the...
Oh, for the power.
Because I'm a smart one.
So has it slowly been getting dimmer? We haven't realised.
Oh, like the sun going down.
Look at that, the sun's up, let's go.
Yes, sun's up, time to leave.
So,
Excuse me.
what was I looking for? This. What you say is what you say. You sat on the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a perception, please.
And Eric?
Raven?
Yeah. He's at disadvantage.
22.
He's at disadvantage, okay. So 18 or 8. Yeah, it's going to be 8.
22.
22.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good eyes. She's tired, but she's still alert.
As you're focusing and looking around, just used to the forest, perhaps not a forest like this. Perhaps in the centre of the forest you came where it was old and wilder was similar to this, but this is old and dead. You learn just to try and put certain thoughts and certain things out of your mind and just let other senses push forwards, relying on that kind of gut impulse, your intuition, as it pushes forwards. Sat on the tree?
Mm-hmm. Not too high up because...
Yeah. How high are we talking?
Well, if we scale down the tree that's like that, let's say she's sort of like here. It's not one of the, not middle, just below the middle. She sort of found a root.
Okay. You feel something close to you. It's just a breeze at first. As you... that kind of impulse that something is there or coming towards you, what do you do?
Drop down to the next branch.
As you
Like, straight down
Yeah.
to the next branch.
you drop down, you hear a voice. Human. Male.
Oh, I thought you meant they were calling me him. I was about to like, beg your pardon?
Exquisite. As you see, sitting now near where you were, an unnatural wind pushing this long cape back, this hair black as night, slight styled sideburns, the inside of his cloak, this deep blood crimson red. Stood on the branch that you were sat on. The mist around him, thicker, seems to almost be kind of joining him. And a natural breeze that you can't feel gently bellows his cloak behind. As he looks at you, impressed.
Heckles sort of up. As much as a halfling can have heckles.
I'm not your enemy.
There's like a bark that's kind of like a laugh.
He gives a nod. Let us start our relationship again. There are some who call me Strahd, the devil.
She snarls.
There are some who call me the Ancient One, or the Land. But you know my true name. But I do not know yours.
She's still sort of on guard.
His piercing eyes don't leave you. I can see you've lost something dear to you.
Another snarl.
His vision lazily just drops down to the sleeping Irina. I do not know what I would do if I was to lose something dear to me. Something or someone I love. My wrath, my fury would have no bounds.
Can I see if Eric sees him? Since he's just dropped down from the tree.
Eric's just kind of lazily sat on your chest at the moment.
Nope. That'd be a 6.
She sort of shows the image of the house burning in response to him saying about his wrath.
Good. But I mean what I say, I am not your enemy. There is no need for us to be at war.
The question, that feeling, the question, sort of in response to why should you not be my enemy?
I just want what is mine. Perhaps we can come to an arrangement.
She's listening, but she's still on guard.
Give me another perception for Eric.
That would be a quick fail. That would be a 1.
He's like completely looking the other direction. Just like,
this is a worm.
your stay in Barovia.
Oh, and also while she's listening to him, so she's keeping like eye contact with him, but then she's mentally prodding. Who would she get? She probably trusts Gabriel the most. She's mentally prodding him, just like a very gentle sort of listening to what Strahd's saying, but going, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Yeah, that would make you. Yeah.
It's not like a, oh my god, get up right now.
Okay.
It's like a,
okay.
Come on, buddy, get up we get.
I would wake up and look where Red was when I left her.
As you open your sleepy eyes and look up to this tree, his reactions, his eyes don't leave yours. As you're prodding Gabriel, takes a couple of kicks to try and get him to wake up. We're not enemies, you and I. This is not the way it has to be. This is not a story where you enter the world and I am the evil that you destroy. This is Barovia.
She's going to show the image of the werewolves in the forest back at home.
Yeah, as you kind of show that, you awaken. As you look up, his eyes don't break yours. As fast as lightning, within a flash, as your eyes open, you look up onto the branch and you see a bat. And as if, you've seen people shapeshift fast, but he is incredibly quick. We are talking blink and you'll miss it fast. And
yeah,
is it still flapping around?
As you see him start to float on.
Are we talking like a big bat? Or are we talking like normal sized bat?
Mid-sized bat, not a giant bat, not a giant bat.
Not like a flying fox. Because those are actually quite cute. I wouldn't be able to take Strahd seriously if he was a flying fox.
Took a stroll back, tiny little ones. Really cute faces.
Yeah.
A fairy face.
She's gonna turn and look down at Gabriel, just like white face.
You okay?
And shows the image of exactly what she's just seen of Strahd on the branch where she was sat.
Has everybody had a rest yet? We need to get
these. About 6 hours.
She's gonna.
What's the light like?
Scramble.
Not rising yet. Probably got a couple of hours before it rises.
We probably went to sleep at about
as it went
9,
dark.
10.
And the nights are longer than
When
the
it
days
got dark.
here. Yeah.
Eric, get on that tree. And we'll go up where Strahd landed.
Yep.
And then I'll slowly start disturbing this lot.
You noticed when you were sitting on the tree, it wasn't the strongest of branches in the world. And he was just kind of stood there on it.
Did he sort of look? Did he look like he was physically there? Like it wasn't like a mind trick.
Not that you could tell.
Okay, he's obviously just very light then. Oh, that tree is deceptively strong.
Yeah, I start waking this lot up.
You wake everyone up. You get awoken. The Fulgrim wakes up. What the fuck is it?
Strahd was just in camp, so you
He's
want to...
up to his feet.
Before that, make you
A
quick.
couple of daggers come out of nowhere.
He transformed himself into a bat, I think, but Red saw it more than I did.
She shows the image of like that how quick the transformation is.
So we're going to have our eyes out until sunrise.
She also says out loud in like it doesn't sound, it's not like she's as if she's trying to imitate him, because obviously hearing words, you say it how the person says it, saying not your enemy, like really guttural, and like it's trying to mimic his voice.
I don't think I believe that.
Not your enemy.
Mm.
The fact they specified her.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe that.
Well.
Irina looks terrified.
Oh yeah, she points at Irina and is like,
It's Mark. We need to go back to the village.
Nope.
It's the only way.
We've got 2 hours till daylight, and then we head to where that church is.
This has gone on long enough. We'll be safer at the house.
That was
worked.
not safe.
That worked well before, didn't it?
Yeah.
Did you hear this other one from much closer?
How close?
taking the spear out.
Probably less than a mile.
Right.
I'll scramble into my armor properly. Some scale now.
I get ready.
So you could have had a short rest.
Short rest.
Well, you were asleep for like
You were asleep for a
long time.
Oh no,
She was like
She was
6
asleep
hours.
for like 4 hours.
Because she hasn't had a...
4 hours at least.
I've not been asleep
5
at all.
You would
I
need
had
to rest for maybe another hour
3.
for it to be a long rest. It's up to you guys
So a short rest.
for a long rest, but another hour.
You can sit down. We're going to wait anyway. But if you're sat not like really looking for anything,
Whereabouts
gonna
is
sit and
the
rest,
house
yeah.
coming from? Say if we're sort of all here, what direction are the howls coming from?
Northeast,
So like this way?
back from village of Barovia way.
yeah,
This-
let's not head towards the wolves.
Yeah. We stay around the fire.
Yeah.
We'll stay around the fire, we'll keep it hot. The paladin looks like Constant could do with some more rest after she did get a portcullis in her shoulder.
That is true.
I'm fine.
Would we have healed
Eric's
up
been
at all?
an idiot.
Would we have healed up at all in the short rest or no?
If you've got H dice to use, you can use them. Yes.
How many can we use? 3.
Your
So you
your
can use
level.
3 in total.
Okay.
And then they reset after a long rest. So if you
I'll
need...
use another.
You can keep resting if you like. We've got enough fights out, but just be ready to be active.
No, that's not a D8. Which one's the D8?
You burning hit dice? Are you?
Oh, that +5 has gone now because
Oh yeah, of course.
Aid's now
Oh,
gone.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay, yeah,
it.
there we go. I'm back.
No, it was a spell I did.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
it was a
Ages
spell.
ago, yeah.
Yeah, so I burnt a scroll that I
So
found.
what are you currently doing? Are you head down, trying to adjust?
Yeah, I guess. Yes, desperately trying to have enough rest
Yeah,
to
you
be
adjust.
useful tomorrow, you know?
Are you getting up? So at the moment, you've all had a short rest.
I'm staying up. I don't need
Yeah,
a
I'm
long
staying up.
rest.
Okay. Then you're not resting at all, are you?
She might have a short nap. Power
Yeah.
nap.
So if you want to take a short rest, you can.
Yeah.
To be fair, we do have the dwarf
Hit dice.
Ismark,
and
I've
your
not
shepherd
choice.
ability.
So I've not.
Hestia up as well. So if you need a longer rest, so there could be 5 of us up quite happily.
Okay, I'd be more useful with my
Yeah,
magic later.
go back to sleep then.
I'll sleep with my armor on.
Yeah. You go
And
back to sleep.
then so it'd be me, Ismark, Arena, Hestia, and Falcon, the dwarf. We'll all be up.
Falden.
Falden.
Balden.
Bolgren.
Balden.
What was he saying?
Bolgren.
The dwarf.
I know, but
Falden.
how do you spell that?
Falden or Folden?
Falgren.
Is this a situation where he's so used to like changing his name wherever he goes that at no point now does he actually know what his name is? He just says, huh?
Just makes noises and hopes that someone picks it up. One day it will just be Dave.
So some of you are trying to rest and some of you are not.
Have a nap.
Yeah.
Quick power nap.
Over the next half an hour, you hear multiple howls.
How many? Well, actually, no,
4
napping
different howls
Ooh.
from distinctly different wolves. Definitely large wolves. Those who are resting, give me a constitution. If you are warm, I'm guessing you're warming them.
I'm warming them.
I'll give you
Right.
advantage on it
Constitution.
because Gabriel is keeping you warm.
Right.
Also, the fire's up
Oh,
as
God.
well.
Constitution check. Oh, yes.
19.
Nice, yeah.
No. I got a 7 and a 2.
17.
Nice. Okay. I will give you to a short rest and a long rest. Not so much. You're having great difficulty
Relaxing.
relaxing. The howls are definitely getting louder towards your current position.
Is it daylight yet?
I think we're still in relative darkness.
The nights are
I
longer
don't
than
know
the days here.
Yeah.
Eric, on my shoulder, please.
Are the howls still like in a cluster? Are they sticking as a pack, or have they
They're spread out.
They've spread out. Are they all still sort of...
From what you
in
can tell in the
front?
house, they're searching for you now.
Sweet.
And how far away would you say? Like, we're talking... So you said less than a mile. We're talking now, like...
You
maybe
think...
a couple...
You think they've picked your tracks up.
Okay.
You think. From what you can hear from them, you think they've picked your tracks up.
Cool. Spear out.
Yeah.
Yeah, spear out, little shield up.
Do we start moving now since we're all up, or do we wait a little bit longer?
She's going to show you the image of wolves following
Okay.
and tracking. He's like, no point, because they're just going to find us.
Fine.
I'm not resting anywhere. I'll get up.
Is this a defensible position?
We're sort of in... We've got this little...
You've got kind of one way in. If you had 4 people shoulder to shoulder, you'd struggle to get into your kind of little bit, unless they kind of went in and over the tops and the sides. So think of it, you've kind of got this natural rocks formation around the sides, a couple of big trees to the sides of that. They'd have to kind of jump and get over these big natural rocks, and you've got a small rock pit in the middle where you've got this fire. Little places where you can sleep. One kind of main way in, but you'd have to be 4, maybe 5 people at most fighting shoulder to shoulder, and then you could have people in the middle. So there's definitely, this is better than being caught out in the open, you would think. But also, you got nowhere to go.
Yep.
Right.
I am going to set up the 2 hunting traps I have in my bag
Ooh, okay.
about 10 foot away from the entrance.
Yeah.
Well,
Are they kind of like little bear?
I guess they are.
Yeah.
I've only got 2 hunting traps written down.
Yeah, I gave you that. They're not like full bear man catcher.
No,
They're like little.
I suppose they are to catch people more than to catch animals.
So cat is like the one where you see the traditional Wild West, that like
Yeah.
stamp on it, and like
Yeah, that's
just
what I'm
kick it around.
Yeah, just a little...
The ankle
rope
one.
yeah.
Like a bad
I think it's a hair trap.
hair trap.
Or rabbit trap, where it just... The string goes around the neck.
Yeah,
Well, not string. It's more like a wire.
yeah.
It's a hearse.
In between the howls, there's this silence here. You find your mind wandering.
There is then suddenly a faint musical note being played.
Ooh, what's that from?
That's from precipitation.
You're going to make some music?
Going to make some music so then it's less uncomfortable.
The music that comes out as you focus and think of some kind of happy and jaunty tune.
I do the same tune as what the Barovians were doing. The gypsies.
Yeah? Rastelli.
Rastelli, yeah.
Vistani?
Vistani, sorry.
Yeah. Vistani.
As you focus and think of doing that, and you invoke this music, it's opposite to that. It's this haunting, this.
I feel well at home.
The same tune but in a minor key.
Oh god. It's like, do you want to build a snowman?
Like it's like-
And really slow.
It's like it's got on one of those hurdy-gurdies.
Yeah, as you kind of focus on it for a second and see if you can overcome the horrendous magic at play here.
That would be a 12.
No, you can't.
My Arcana is really not that high because it's not, my base is all charisma, not intelligence. So
Yeah. You can hear the howls getting louder.
Cool. How many, we're talking feet away now?
Yeah.
Cool. How many feet?
They stop at maybe 200 to 400 feet
Okay, no, not close enough yet.
in the mist. So your vision in the mist at this kind of light level is pretty limited. As you see, what sort of formation are you guys hit?
Red's going to put herself slightly in front. I don't know why I'm using the dice. Yeah, Red's going to be slightly more in front.
So you've got this kind
at
of
the front
entrance. You can fit maybe 4, maybe 5 of you there. Who's going to stand at the entrance, and how far out are you pushing?
Don't push too far forward. You put your traps down. I'll be at the bit further back behind the shield users, basically.
Yeah, I'll be on the left in the front.
And I'll be on the right front.
Red's going to be like in the middle of them because she could dip her head through.
Where are you, sorry, Gabriel?
I'm going to be behind these two, basically, further back by the fire pit.
So we've got sort of
Hessia
these two. Red.
hasn't been able to rest to regain her magic.
That's fine.
And Falvin at the back with his crossbow.
Yeah, he lost his crossbow.
Oh yeah.
Fucking useless.
I fired my one.
Actually, I have a crossbow.
Irina
I'll lend it to him.
will stand next to you,
That's fine.
and Ismark will do the same. So you've got this kind of front rank, second rank, and then a couple of casters.
What does Ismark have, weapon-wise?
Longsword as well.
I'll pass my crossbow
Hand
to
and
Falvin.
spear. Long swords won't do well here.
Yeah, he kind of takes it.
Oh yeah, you've got a spear as well.
I
Is that
have
just
a
being on your
heavy
back the
crossbow
entire
that
time?
is.
to Falvin.
Just making it difficult to get through doors.
Yeah, it's only a short spear.
Yeah. If he knows how to use it.
He'll kind of look at it. It's big and
Okay.
You still owe me that.
As long as you don't shoot me in the back, you'll get that paper back.
You see,
Eric mimics that. Get that paper back.
Yeah, you were the one who stabbed me in the back.
Yeah, I seem to remember something similar happening to me.
I did say duck. I did say duck. Fuck off, Eric.
right. Sorry, I keep leaving my light on because I can't see it. Padding in, not a care in the world. Head down. Its shoulders sway side to side. It's big, but you've seen bigger wolves. So its kind of head looks up towards you, and its eyes fix on you. It's maybe 100 yards away, about the maximum you can see.
How many is that in feet?
Still quite far off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not within anything distance.
Yeah, he's in.
You'll be surprised.
So 100 yards is about a football pitch.
Oh yeah,
that's quite
fair.
far.
That's fair
Yeah.
size.
No, well, it'd be a big football pitch, so he's
Yeah.
probably like 60 yards, 70 yards, maybe something like that. It's more accurate.
What about in metric?
Did you say in feet? Because then it makes more
About
sense.
60 metres.
Oh my god. Do everything in feet.
What feet? What is fault?
Because everything's done in feet in D&D.
I know. I wish they worked in metric in D&D.
Yeah.
He is
Maybe they could do a
20
UK
metres away.
version.
It just kind of pads in this kind of very shaggy, wet coat to it. You can see the mud around it. Its head looks up towards you. It seems like a bit of dried blood. And there's just one wolf there. And he just kind of stirs, doesn't stop walking, and he starts to kind of skirt around you.
Around the rocks, or like...
He's still a good distance off. He's like at the edge of your vision in the mist. It's awkwardly silent again. I'm guessing you stopped your music?
Yeah.
That was helpful.
There was more than one of them. The howls.
Was there?
Yeah. Which way is he going, right or left?
He's making his way around to the right, just slowly
Okay.
padding around.
I'm on the right, so I'll keep my eyes on him. I'll tell you guys to look out for the other ones.
As you see him back, he lets out this longer, held howl. But you can only guess what it means.
Found them.
Yeah. Red's going to respond with a challenge howl. So it's like a come get it. Yeah. We're not hiding, so it's a bugger off out my turf howl. Fight me. Sorry, do I have to do it? You're looking at me like I have to do it.
Yeah,
There you
No,
go.
you got a better help than me.
It's better than the elk.
Better than the
No, nothing's better than you. Come on.
I like the elk. I think it was more like a caribou
I think
than an elk.
The elk probably wouldn't have helped us very much.
They'd be like, "Ooh."
For dinner.
Oh.
What's my book, please? He makes eye contact with you. You can communicate with him.
Oh yeah.
Do you have to be a wolf when you
No. I'm Circle of the Shepherd.
Circle of the
I
Shepherd.
can communicate
you
with
can
any
communicate
animal.
with all animals.
Yeah.
I'll just get rid of the card that I've got to communicate with animals, but I'll just burn that one, might as well.
Yeah,
No,
it's
she's
quite
gonna project the
Translator.
image of wolves dying if they stay. Find your dinner somewhere else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He projects an image back to you that you see now that you made this connection. And he looks shocked almost for a second. And puts an image back of 6 wolves
Mm-hmm. So sick.
feasting on you.
Mm. She looks at the rest and goes,
Question.
Yes.
Between us and him,
Yeah.
using thaumaturgy, a transmutation cantrip that I get from my book,
Mm-hmm.
can I just do a load of, like a cry of ravens?
How does it work?
Basically, I can create a sound. You can create instantaneous sounds that originates from a point of your choice within range. It's 30-foot range.
Yep.
Such as rumbling of thunder, the cry of a raven, or ominous whispers.
Yep.
Such as, so I could actually make up anything. So I could make more sound of humans,
Yeah.
more people.
What are you going for?
I'm going to go for a clank of more people
Coming from
coming from behind us,
sort of within the circle.
within the circle.
Let's see if he believes it. What's your D spell DC? I'll do
My
his.
my D spell is 15.
Ooh, nice. He continues where he is, just this continue walking around you, but doesn't come any closer.
And that lasts for a minute.
Okay.
And I can have it on 3 different types.
You guys would all hear this as well, the sound of more people. How many?
I can do it. So there'd be a sound of I can do it from. It depends on what you would allow me to do the sounds as.
Yeah.
Because I could have it as one sound and
Yeah.
have it as multiple things,
Yeah,
or
what are you
I can
thinking?
cast it 3 times. Basically, it sounds like people packing up, people arming themselves up.
Yeah, coming from behind you.
like, clamouring.
Yeah, getting ready.
30 seconds pass. If anyone wants to do anything, you can. He's just padding.
Oh, is it still just him on his own?
Just him by himself at the moment.
Can't do much.
I'll try and keep that going as long as you allow me to do.
Yeah.
It's a cantrip, so it's one action.
I'm going to. Oh no! Wait. No, never mind. Never mind. As Verify doesn't go that far.
I can run 3 at the same time, so I could actually make the campfire brighter as well.
Yeah. You have this nice backlight to you.
How far away is it? Would you say? How far away is
In
it?
feet,
Yeah.
how many feet to it? Like 6?
It's like 3. It's like 3
yeah, I
foot.
don't know. Yeah,
to
300
a meter.
foot, something like that. 200 foot.
Okay. It's pretty far.
He's quite a good way off. He keeps kind of verging out of your vision and into your vision. He's like right on the edge of where you
Teasing.
can see him.
Can you pass me the book again?
He's teasing.
You keep getting ideas.
Anyone do anything? You've got about 30 seconds.
I'm going
Yeah, I
to clang my warhammer
Yeah,
on my shield.
kind of. Although there is noise coming from behind you, it's a different kind of sound now as you. Bismarck, stand firm. as he's got this spear in kind of two hands.
Just need to get it.
You see, coming out of the mist at full pelt towards you, a wolf that makes this one look insignificant. A wolf that makes this look like a mere pup. From floor to his shoulder is probably about 5 foot. And see his head coming up, teeth, these deep blood red eyes looking at you. You see blood dried around his face as he comes out of the smoke and out of the mist as it almost parts before him as he's coming towards you with such pace. Everyone give me initiative, please.
There we go. 15.
17.
2.
I'm on a 3.
So it is
Or a 1.
Jakul, Red, me. Oh, let me roll for Ismark and sorry. What did you get, Red?
15.
That's helpful. Irina and Ismark, you can go together. Me, Constance, and Gabriel. Jakul, you're the fastest to react.
He's still a long way off.
He's
though.
still a long off.
Crossbows are 320 foot, by the way.
He'll be on you.
Falcon has a crossbow.
He'll be on you next turn.
Okay, can I prepare myself? Get ready to.
It'll take him a full round of running to reach you.
How long will it take him to get within 15 feet?
15.
15.
Maybe next round, maybe the round after, but he might be upon you by then.
Okay.
Can I start preparing a spell so as soon as he comes within range, I'll cast it?
Yes,
So
if he doesn't make it within range of that, you lose the spell.
Okay, that's fine.
So it's okay if it's a cantrip.
Yeah, Sacred Flame, the cantrip. Kind of.
So you start invoking this spell that if he gets within range, you unleash it onto him.
In which case, I am going to invoke the Hawk Spirit Totem, which gives advantage on wisdom checks, and you can use a reaction to gain advantage on attacks. Nice. And that's for anyone within the totem's range, which I think is like.
Yeah, so that'll be all of you. Explain what everyone sees.
So she's going to use her Druidic Focus, which is a trophy, so it's kind of like some sort of paw. It could be a wolf's paw, not sure. With like feathers on it. It's just like loads of bits of animal. And she'll sort of start speaking quite fast Druidic, and then with a little bit of Sylvan in there. She'll be touching the feathers and sort of let out a scream, and then sort of from just as if it's sort of flown through the air, this sort of, and again, it's not physical. It's like the bear was before, where it's almost made out of the wood. So it's like Pocahontas, like leaves and bits of dirt and bits of feather all just swirling around to create this shape, and it just sort of hovers above the party.
So you all have advantage. Your eyes become a lot keener. The mist, although it's an irritation, you can pierce it better. And you can use your reaction to get an advantage.
Yeah, boy.
And that lasts until you choose to drop it, doesn't it?
No, that lasts for a minute, I believe. It lasts for a round, I think.
Oh yeah, spirit lasts for 1 minute.
Until I decide to.
Yeah, so you got 10 rounds.
Is that including spells, attacks?
Just as far as I've got written down, it just says use reaction to gain advantage on attacks.
Yes.
Double check. We get a
advantage to that
bonus
attack.
and a reaction, don't we, on a standard round?
If they're inside the spirit aura as well. So they've got to be in it, you've got to be in it.
Okay.
If both of you are in the spirit, so it's 30 foot from you, or where you choose to put it. So if both of you are in there, then you've got advantage on it.
Okay.
If you use your reaction.
And you get a standard bonus and a reaction, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ismark holds his ground with this spear, shuffles back a little bit, and Irina, sword and board out. You see this wolf, eyes on the prize. These big, grueling teeth as it comes bounding towards you. Now with your keen eyes, as you look up, can everyone give me a perception, please?
15.
You got advantage on it?
Oh, advantage.
So you've all got advantage.
Oh yeah.
21.
15.
Nice. 15.
18.
Gosh. You all did pretty well. 21 definitely, and the rest you'll see bits of it. You see the smaller one trying to dart in, coming in low, trying to sneak in to the side, but he's not quick enough to get past your eyes. You see another one coming in from what would be your hard left. So you've got this big one coming straight down the middle. You've got a small one coming down one flank who you've definitely seen, another small one trying to come into your sides.
So we've got a big one over here, big boy here. Sorry, I'm just trying to map out
Yeah.
battlefield. So we've got big one right in front of us. We've got this not as big one
Yep.
at the right, trying to sneak in. Where are the other ones?
Coming in hard left, in
One
a
more
similar,
on the
trying to come in at your flanks.
So one more at the left.
And then two more coming in similar size to the big one, but nowhere near as quick.
So with at the
Behind
front.
the
Yep.
guy.
So like sort of here.
A decent distance behind him.
Okay.
One missing.
Yes. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 5 there.
He's pelting towards you at full pelt. You'd get your spell off on him.
Yeah.
As he comes charging before, what's the spell DC?
It's
You've got him.
a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8.
Yeah, give me 1d8, please.
Okay. 8. Radiant
Jeez.
damage.
What's the picture on yours?
Dragon.
Dragon.
How do you invoke it?
With my weapon hand, I kind of touch it like by mirror. I kind of like raise my shield up and kind of wave it in front of me, and I
Just
say
see
it, mutter the words, and kind of the light comes down.
Yeah. Tiny little pillar of flame just erupts. Doesn't give a yelp of pain, but more of a yelp of annoyance as he tries to sort of change his run as he's trying to zigzag towards you. Your turn.
Me? I'm really far down the list.
Yeah, I'm lower than that.
Oh, okay.
They basically double moved,
Yeah.
so he'll be able to move and attack next turn from here, or you can move and attack to hit him first.
Okay. I will cast Bane on the 3 running straight at us.
Yeah. What's the save on that?
It is a charisma saving throw.
Ooh. 2 amazing. I'm guessing 16 is a save, isn't it?
What would it be on?
Spell DC.
Yeah.
12, isn't it?
12 is mine, yeah.
Okay, so the front one, you see kind of shake his head a little bit, and then eyes come up. But one of the big ones at the back left, definitely, you can tell when it's hit, is definitely hit, but 2 of them save against it. You in.
The target must roll a d4 and subject that number.
Yeah,
Attack
whenever he
rolls and
attacks.
stay on throws.
Yeah, it's annoying. Gabriel,
Is it
your turn, sir.
annoying? Oh, sorry about that. Oh.
How many feet away are they?
At the moment, about 40.
40. Sweet. I'm going to summon my spiritual weapon
Yeah.
as a bonus action. I can go within 60 foot, so I'm going to go...
So is it an action to summon and then bonus action to move?
No, it's a bonus action to summon,
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
because then it allows me to still do my Eldritch Blast for my standard action.
Nice.
OP!
Yeah. And then a bonus action next turn to move it. So our bonus action summon that.
Does it do anything this round or not?
Yeah, it does. It attacks. So all of a sudden, a floating scythe just appears in a radiant blue and just comes swinging down at the main one. The big guy.
The big boy.
I'm going to try and see if I can literally like scythe his legs.
Yeah, it's bonus action too.
Whereabouts with you put the traps?
Yeah, they're gonna go
Yeah.
through them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
We've got kind of like the walls, I guess.
Yeah.
The rock.
Yeah.
Melee spell attack.
Yes.
That'd be a miss. That's only a 9.
As he's kind of making this sporadic run that you would towards archers, it kind of swings in more through luck than skill. It's not expecting this thing just to manifest, but it changes direction just at the last second as just cleaves through the air. You see
And
this
then
large scythe just sort of gets summoned almost out of the mists itself and then swings round.
and I'm going to Eldritch Blast it.
Yeah, give me an all tip, please.
Make
Yeah, I'll Eldritch Blast.
that's a 22,
Oh, that's definitely a hit.
and that is 1d10, and that is 4 points of damage.
How many, sorry?
4, only 4.
You invoke this spell as it blasts out of your hand, and just this raw force. It just kind of burns through the mist, but very quickly replaced as you catch it in the shoulder. Don't stop the momentum at it, but it keeps coming forwards. Jakul, they will be on you next turn.
So what sort of?
Oh, yeah, that's the one.
3 of them at
So not
least.
in the-
Traps are in front of us still.
There are small traps in front of them. Looking at the size and the speed that these wolves are coming at, will the traps be enough to stop them? You doubt it. It's a big wolf. You'd know Red. You would know just by looking at them. So this is 3 dire wolves and 2 wolves.
3 dire wolves, as in these 2. So we've got a big dire wolf and 2 slightly smaller dire wolves. Cool. Yeah.
I will raise my hammer, pointing it at the center of Big Wolf, and I will mutter a curse and try and blind him. So it's a constitutional saving throw against my spell DC, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is 12. And then if he fails it, he's blind.
I like that face.
That's a bit
Grumble.
Okay. So he's blind, and at the end of each of his turns, he can try a save again
Okay.
to get rid of the spell. And that's my last spell slot.
As you invoke it, how do you do it?
I point my hammer at him and I mutter the curse,
Yeah.
just beneath my breath, kind of
What sort of curse is it?
It's
What's the
kind of-
language you use?
I'm using some draconic kind of.
It's got to be like you don't get to see this beauty or something like that.
yeah. Like too much for you to see.
You see the blood red eyes kind of cloud over and are very misty now as he goes straight on edge and his charge falters. Red.
I'm going to step slightly in front of the shield users, so they're out of the way, and I'm going to cast Thunder Wave. I'm going to do it as a 2nd level spell slot. So if it hits, it gets tasty.
So
right,
pushing them
Pikachu.
back.
So just go in it basically
Is Thunder Wave everything around you? Or
Each
is it...
creature in a 15-foot originating from where I am, so forward, it blasts forward
Okay.
in a 15-foot radius, 15-foot cube, sorry. They need to make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 foot away.
At the moment, it's only going to catch the blind one at the front. You can delay until they charge, but if they save, that means you will be stood there. So it's up to you. So you'll catch the blinded one whose charge has faltered, you'll catch him. The other ones are a little bit further back.
Okay.
They're about 40.
Yeah, kind of, get him out of the way.
It's up to you if you want to be brave and wait for the charge or not.
Well, actually, no, I can actually...
Remember, one's got to do a
Happy for you to change the
minus
plan if you
to a
want.
d4.
Pardon?
One's going to have to minus a d4 on its save anyway.
Yeah, one of the back ones.
Well, actually, I'm gonna wait for them to
You're going to
be within
stand?
range. Yeah. I'm gonna wait for them to be within range.
Okie doke.
Because I've not taken
Irina and Ismark
Plus I can
stand their
do
ground.
one shape, and that resets my
Irina's
hit points.
kind of holding again this stance. There's very little movement in her, as you can feel her trying to control her breathing. It's very... Have you ever heard someone do box breathing?
Yeah.
Where it's in, hold for 4 seconds. That is her breathing. When you can tell someone is focused on it. Ismark is not so well controlled. You can see the spear point that you've given him. It has got a shake to it, most definitely. My turn. The blinded one I'll do last. The other two bound past, one jumping over. They're not quite as big as this the largest one that was coming in first, but they are both coming in. So what do they have?
They need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, give me a D4.
Oh god.
But this is the disadvantage to a save from Bane.
1. Sorry.
What's your DC? It might be a no.
My DC is 13.
And the second one, okay. The Bane one, not quite enough.
Sorry.
Close. But the other one does get knocked back by it.
It also needs to take 2d8 thunder damage.
Give me 2d8 damage then. And if it's save, is it save for half, I think?
So if it saves, it gets half as much damage. Oh, sorry, I'm casting it as a second spell slot, so I need another d8.
So it's 3d8.
3d8 for the one that is hit.
Okay, and then 3d8 halved.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not great. And then I guess I'll throw and just half it.
4.
Oh wait, do I throw again for the second one?
You can do, yeah. Why not?
And then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that was half of 17.
What?
Way more than 8.
It's going to be 8.
Pardon?
It's going to be 8, isn't it?
8.
Yeah, 8 again. So the one who looks, the one who saves,
Thank you.
he kind of looks proud of himself for saving, but instantly regrets it.
So he doesn't. He's still running, but the other one gets pushed back by 10 feet. And also everything that's not secured down also gets thrown.
There's a lot of the branches and stuff just this definitely
like a crackle in the air.
Definitely loud crash of thunder from where you are. But then the combat begins.
What about the big one?
I'll do him last to see if he
Did he
can
not
shake
get
off
hit
the
by
blind.
wave, or-
Pardon?
Did he not get hit by the wave?
Oh yeah, sorry. Let me do his save. Yeah, he gets smashed back. Give me one more load of damage.
One more load of damage, please.
Yeah. Sorry, well remembered.
Right. 6, 7, 8, 9.
I gave him
9.
disadvantage. Jeez. 9.
Well, he did get hit.
No, he did get hit.
Oh, wow.
13. Yeah, he goes flying as well.
So that's 2 of them out of the way slightly.
So one of them makes it into combat. 2 of them don't. He's going to attack you. What is your AC, please?
My AC is 15.
Quick.
And 7, 14, 15, 16, 17 damage, please. And can you give me a strength saving throw?
God. I don't have any additional strength. 12.
So close. As you step out in front, is it a raise of your spear to do the spell? As this little halfling at the last second kind of jumps in front, raising the spear forwards as this thunder just erupts from nowhere. You feel the force was directed away from you as just mud and leaves and broken trees just go flying everywhere. 2 of the wolves just gets pushed back by it. One of them, although it looks like it hurt it, pushes through, jumps at her. Teeth come round and it manages to get its huge mouth straight over the shoulder and it takes a big bite, but where you expect it to release, it doesn't, as it does the head shake and just sends you sprawling to the floor as you bounce once and land in front of the line by maybe 10 foot on the floor. Jakul, you spotted the stealthed ones. They are, you can still see them because you passed your roll earlier. They are within striking distance, waiting at either flank.
I will point them out, yell and point them out to everyone.
Constance, your turn. Oh, let's see if he is still right. He is.
Hold on. None of them are within striking distance.
I have no
You have to
slots left.
step. Oh no, the one that threw red. If you took 5 steps forward,
Did it throw me backwards?
threw you over. It kind of grabbed, shake, and threw you kind of to its shoulder
so
and back.
away from these guys. Yeah.
How
So
far
it's in
away
front of me.
are the others?
You'd have to take a 5-foot step forwards into this one, and the others have gone backwards 10 foot, so you can reach any of them if you wanted to.
Okay.
Any of the 3 bigger ones that you can see.
I have no spell slots left, so I can.
In character, please.
Support.
You can shout that you're weak and I've got nothing left.
Yeah.
I can't help the halfling.
I'm going to step forward
Yep.
And I'm going to channel my divinity through the shield.
So there's one, the blind one looks pretty hurt, and the other two have taken pretty big hits.
Yeah.
These things are bleeding and bloodied, for sure.
Was it the two who were with the big one, who were the other direwolves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No, I thought those were the two regular wolves. The dire wolves were the...
No, the regular wolves are on the
The
flank.
regular
right.
wolves are the sort of
Okay.
sneaky ones. So the sort of the triangle pit that came at you was led
right.
by the biggest, with the two other dyers, but aren't
okay.
as big as the main one.
Okay, I will... Yeah, I'm going to channel my divinity as a bonus action.
Yep.
And shout a vow of enmity at the one that attacked Red.
Yeah, what does that do?
It gives me advantage against them for 1 minute.
Oh, okay.
It's within 10 feet, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Is that an action or bonus?
It's a bonus,
Nice.
and I'm going to attack.
Nice. Yep, you'd have to do a 5-foot step forwards, but
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay.
Yep, you step in.
Is there a double advantage?
Have we got
or no?
advantage already?
No.
You've got advantage already.
From the Hawks.
Advantage
Because
already.
it's a hawk.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
of the hawk
You can use your
spirit.
reaction to have
Use
advantage.
your reaction. But you don't need to unless you
How
want
do
to use...
reactions work?
So if you use your reaction to have advantage and they try and run past you,
Yeah.
you don't have reaction to make an attack.
Okay.
So yes, there's an advantage to you using it because you're saving your reaction. It's up to you.
Okay. I don't want to retcon what I just did though, because I didn't realise.
fine.
Is
You
that
invoke it.
okay? Because I've got another channel divinity I could use if it's.
Yeah, I think that's what your character would have done.
Yeah,
After
okay.
seeing what happened.
Like, fuck you!
Yeah, that's cool. Give me an attack, please.
Sure.
So
It's a really bloody good thing I've got the advantage. Does that mean I can roll twice? No. 3 times. 18. So that's
yeah, that's
plus,
a comfortable hit.
plus what? I've forgotten what it is.
You're going to be plus 3.
Plus 3. Okay, it's 21.
No, plus 5.
Plus 5.
Yeah, plus 5.
plus
Plus
5.
yeah, no,
So
comfortable.
23. Sorry, I've forgotten how to play D&D in the meantime. Cool. And then it's with my Warhammer, so that is a D8 plus 3. That is a 4.
With your strength.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a 4.
Okay. You step in. The wolf has been knocked sort of sideways by the pure force of this attack from Red, as you see an opportunity. Oh no, the one that didn't get knocked back.
Yeah.
As it's kind of thrown Red over the shoulder as you step in, as it kind of turns back to face you, as you lump it on the shoulder, but it's solid. As it steps back and then comes back to face you with big growling face. On it.
Big face.
Gabriel, your turn, sir.
I command Eric to get in the way of the biggest one.
Yeah, the blind one?
So he is blinded. So he is like pecking at his eyes and stuff. His blind eyes.
Ooh, nasty.
I'm going to use a bonus action to move my spiritual weapon 20 feet and attack it.
The blind one?
The blind one.
Yeah, I get you advantage.
So I get advantage. That is a crit.
Hey, taking
so
some
that-
damage, please.
So is that... I rolled 2d8, do I?
You do indeed.
2d8 plus my spell modifier. I don't add double my spell modifier, do I?
No, just double the dice.
So 5, 7 plus 5, so 12 points of damage.
Nice.
And then I will also Eldritch Blast the big one as my standard attack.
Eldritch Blast. Eldritch.
I'm a warlock.
And I get advantage from that, luckily. That's a fail. So
As you focus, and just with your mind, the scythe comes out the mist and just catches it on the back of the neck as it lets out a very small howl as it does, and you can now see its milky white eyes as you see the opportunity to strike in with the Eldritch Blast, but just through pure blind luck, the way it's moving, catches one of the trees as a... These trees, you've noticed, they're so damp and so sodden, when stuff does hit them, it's like a big spray of just crap coming out the back of the end of it. You hear this as a crossbow bolt zooms over your shoulder and goes for the one that grabbed Red and hits deep into his shoulder as he sort of stumbles back for a second and then comes fighting back. Jakul.
So there's 2 stealthy ones are still like just prep, not actually charging in.
Oh yeah.
Either side of us. And the other 2 are still barreling towards us. Or they're kind of not.
They got knocked back. One you can see is still blind, so you've got to keep your concentration on that. And one is taking a bit of blind one's taking a bit of beating, the other one looks pretty fresh.
Yeah. Okay. And the ones that are on the side, they're still far back, like they're not
About 40 foot.
Yeah, so I'd have to like really run out of the way to get them. Okay.
So I've not done the traps.
Yeah.
As they're stumbling in this combat now, we'll see if your traps go off.
Probably not.
Definitely. So D6 for each one.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Okay.
sweet.
Yeah.
It's a 4 and a 6
Oh, jeez.
and a turtle.
One is definitely on blindy because he's just stumbling around, and the other one, the 6 will be the one which got knocked back. It's enough to drop it.
Oh.
Which one's dropped?
The one as your scythe cleaves into. Oh no, that was the blind one.
That was the blind one.
Is it the one that Red
Yeah.
fucking demolished?
Yeah, who saved against the roll?
The one that you hit, as you strike it with its mace,
Yeah.
it takes 2 stumbles as it just puts its foot straight down as you hear this little
I laugh.
enough to drop him. As he,
So the one that attacked Red's just hit the deck.
yeah.
Fair.
Okay, I will. So it's my
That's
turn.
what happens.
I will step forward to the halfling and kind of like put myself between her and the 2 dire wolves.
As you step forwards and pick up a stance, the 2 small wolves see their opportunity and both of them come barreling in towards you.
Okay, that's fine. They're either side of me,
So,
and the
yeah,
2 big
they're
ones are in front
now-
of me. Yeah.
What is your AC?
My AC is 16.
One of them hits, but it's not very good. Let's see how much damage. Take 6 points of damage and give me a strength saving throw, please. You see them come running out of the mist. You're aware they were there waiting.
7 on my. I'm sorry, 8 on my strength.
As you do, you see the one coming in from your right comes in first. This low growl as it's kind of trying to keep low to the ground, but you eyeball it, turn and bring your shield up as it tries to bite you. You feel another one clamp on the back of your calf, and then a quick tug as with this slippery, wet ground. Your foot is just pulled from underneath you as you fall to the ground.
Okay.
It's still your turn.
Yeah.
It takes you half of your movement to stand up again.
Okay. I haven't moved too far.
No, you've moved like 5 foot.
I will stumble up and try and get both the wolves kind of between me and.
So you've
like,
got
they're both in front of me.
It's going to be a real challenge too. You've got like
They're on either
side, and you've stepped out of and then you've got this sort of bigger wolves here.
Okay. I'll try and like position myself to defend the prone halfling, and then I will. Can I angle myself to get like 3 kind of in front of me so that I can kind of be more protected? Or
2, yes. 3, not so much.
Okay. Well, on the 2 that are in front of me, I'll use my dragon breath on them as well.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Because that comes back after a short rest.
So what do they do? Is it a
It's a
constitution?
Sorry, yeah, it's 15-foot cone in front of me. Con save with 11 difficulty. Or
this big one does, small one doesn't.
Yeah, it's 2d6 damage and half if they save.
Okay. So this is the big one.
The big one?
Who's currently blinded.
And being pestered by
Being
Raven.
pestered by Raven.
Should I do it 1 roll and then?
Yeah, 1 roll and we'll do that.
And got its foot in a trap.
Okay, it's 5 damage to the one that didn't save, and then...
He's not looking fresh. The really big one is not looking fresh at all.
Okay.
And then the small one will just do 2.
Yep.
That's your turn. Red. You're awakened. Well, not awoken, but you're damp on the muddy floor with these wolves battling around you.
Is it bonus action to wild shape?
I believe so.
Yeah, cool. Wild shape it. So I'll use my half movement to get myself up,
Yep.
And then I'm going to wild shape.
Let me just double
Then
check that. I
it
think
resets
it
my hit
is.
points.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So if I change to wolf and I change back to halfling, I'm back to full. I know, it's great.
OP as fuck. I love it.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's very strong.
It's great. I haven't been able to really use it much for combat.
There's
Yeah.
a certain druid
You're gonna
base
attack?
where you can actually change form.
Yeah.
So every time you change form, you get
Right.
health.
So again, you see this quite.
Madam Min.
Is the hawk gone now? How long's
No,
it
it
been?
lasts for 10
No,
hours.
no, it
Oh, it's
is.
10? Oh, right,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, cool. So that's still there. So still
Are you
advantage to
becoming a
hit.
wolf as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, no, but she's still got the little red,
Okay.
the red thing around her neck.
Okay, that's good.
So you can definitely see her.
Yep, as you kind of rip out of your skin and become this wolf. Give me an attack roll, please.
Cool. Is it? It says like +4 to hit.
Yep.
Is that, yeah, so 15.
Yeah, it's a hit.
The advantage.
Which one are you going for?
And advantage as well, so let me just give that another go.
Yeah, you make
Nah.
Okay.
Can I re-roll that? Because I get a 1. So can I re-roll that because of
Well, it's a
Yeah,
hit
sure.
anyway.
Yeah.
thingamajiggy? Because of
It might be a crit.
Ghostwise.
That's true.
You're just looking for a crit.
Nah, it's the same.
Which one are you going
15.
for? So you've got the big blind one who's not looking well.
What about the 2 that are next to us?
And
One of
one
them's dead.
is looking super
One's
fresh,
dead,
and one
and
of the small ones is completely fresh.
Wait.
Oh yeah, the two
You
little
got two
ones.
The 2 that are on us, the 2
Yeah,
of us,
yeah.
they're both
Yeah.
fresh, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just go for one of those.
Bigger or smaller?
Let's go for the bigger one. The one
Give
that was
me-
the one
yeah.
with the one was smack talking me.
Give me some damage, please.
Right. Damage. Okay, what is it? 2d4. I need 2d4.
Sorry, I've got it here.
2d4s and then +2 damage. That is 4 and 3.
Nice. And then he saves. So in total 4 damage? 7 damage, I mean.
Yeah. And he isn't prone. Cool.
Okay, yeah. You try to shake him. He's just too big for you
Cool.
to be able to take to the floor. Oh, I do declare it's my go. Right. Big Blindy is going to naturally just try and snap anything near him.
He might even go for the one of his.
No.
No, I'm not going to.
Let's see if he saves. What's the DC? 11?
13.
12.
Oh, 12.
12 for me.
God damn, that spell's good. Really annoyingly good. Yeah, he don't look so fresh.
If only this worked on the demon before.
You can't see. Smally ones. 16. Is that a hit on you?
I'm 16 armor class.
Yep, that's a hit. And that's a miss. And what is your wolf AC, please?
My wolf AC is 13.
Big one is going for you. 5, 6, 7, 8. Another one. 11 damage.
11.
I don't think that's enough to kick you out of wolf form.
Don't think so. I can't actually see where.
I think you've got 12 hit points
Okay.
in wolf form.
Okay.
Maybe 11 or 12. We'll say 12 for this one.
Okay.
Did I take damage?
Pardon?
Did I take
You did indeed.
Which one was that attacked you?
There's another direwolf. There's a direwolf and there's
So
a
the
smaller
second-
direwolf
yeah.
and 2 normal wolves on these
Yeah.
2 and a big
The
one.
one which was baned is dead.
Mhm.
And 2, 3,
So
4,
I can finish
5,
with
5
the big
damage
one.
from the small one. Please,
okay.
Jekyll. And let's see if he can. And give me a strength test and a strength test, please, as they try and trip you to the ground again.
What is my strength as a wolf?
I can tell you +1.
+1, okay.
13.
20.
Yeah, you're both okay. Can everyone give me a perception, please?
Move.
Crit.
13.
5.
12.
Crit. You've got advantage on it. By the way, sorry.
Ah.
2. Less.
19.
Nice.
6. So,
What?
As you're engaged in this combat, your front line being able
Lovely
to
dice.
hold these wolves back, you look over and you can see the spear point of Ismark is all over the place now. The steady, slow breathing of Irina as she's waiting, not eager but not hesitant to kind of jump into the fray if needed. the mist making it hard to see, but your head feels clear as you look around. You look up and check the skies just through habit. So you look to your hard right and you see, just standing on a small rock, cloak billowing behind him, just as if he was watching to wait to cross the road, as if he was watching something that had no significance to anything, that it made no difference, win or lose. Stands someone about 6 foot tall, this dark hair, these sideburns styled. He's a handsome man, this pale skin, half bored, half just nothing, just watching this combat. He's maybe 60 foot away.
Don't tell me that.
No one else has seen it. As you look up to him, you're not sure whether if he's seen you or not. He makes no indication. And then at the last, you just see his eyes wander from you over to the distance where the wolves originally came from. As you can't help but look when you see someone look somewhere else. As you turn your head, as you see bounding now, you've seen them before. Wolf-like form, this huge face coming out, muscles built into it, some old scars. You can't remember seeing this wolf before. This isn't the massive one that you've seen. Comes in wolf form, this were-beast, this werewolf, through the mist, as now you hear a howl to put the others to shame, a blood-curdling howl of death. The others, which are still alive, follow suit, but it seems nothing compared to this, as it echoes out to where you are breaking the combat. As all of you look up to see this thing, whether it will reach you this turn or next turn, you're not sure, but it's moving fast and it's moving towards you.
And he's coming straight down the road, is it?
He's coming from where the big ones came, straight down the hill. Constance, it's your turn, boss. So at the moment, the only person who is aware that you're being watched is...
Why tell me that?
Because you nat 20'd my Strahd.
The one the other direwolf that isn't the big boy.
He's hurt. He's got a couple of big wounds in him.
All right. Was he the one that I channeled divinity, or was that the one who's dead?
That's the one who's dead.
They're both Baned and Channel Divinity are dead. Blindy is down. The bigger one is down. So there's two smallers. One who's taken a little bit of damage, and then one bigger.
Is the blind one dead?
Yeah.
Blind one's still alive.
No, blind one dropped.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh no, blind one's still alive. Blind one's still alive.
Yeah, because we've got one, the little one that was running with the big one. They're both still alive, and then one of these. Wolves.
Blindy looks real bad.
I'm going to attack the one that isn't Blindy.
Okay.
The other direwolf.
Yep. Give me a roll to hit, please.
You still get advantage on it as well.
Yep.
Because the hawk.
Oh, give me a concentration check because you did get hit.
Yeah.
What do we do for concentration?
I think it's Constitution.
16.
I always forget they change it, and I'm useless.
What about spellcasting ability?
What's this for?
Yeah.
Concentration.
Oh, I don't know.
Spellcasting ability, I'd assume.
Let me tell you.
I mean,
But that would be, well, you got 16?
that's 16 anyway,
Plus something.
plus something.
Against, I don't know
It's
what.
either 2 or 3.
What do you need to get as well?
It's either an 18 or 19.
Con check equal to 10 or half the damage you take, whichever is greater. So 10.
So I've got 16.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
You keep your focus and manage to keep the spell going.
Yeah.
Will a 16 hit?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Give me some damage, please.
Well, that dice.
Oh, that's not the right one. Ah. Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good. Keep throwing it into things. That's 5 plus 3 bludgeoning, and I'm going to use My. Well, I'm not. I'm just going to smash it.
How much damage?
5.
5 damage in total?
Yeah.
Wasn't it 5?
Oh, 5 plus 8. Sorry.
8 damage.
No, 5 plus 3.
So 8
oh my
damage.
god, I can't
8
do
damage
anything anymore.
altogether.
8 damage. My brain's gone.
You step in to confront it
Maths.
as it kind of shoulder coming up to kind of like mid-chest for you as the head comes up, trying to get round you as you just step in and whack straight between the eyes. You stun it for a second, a little shake of its head, and now its eyes clearly fixed on you. Gabriel. 2 smaller ones at the sides.
Blind one's still being pestered.
Blind one still being pestered.
So I use my bonus action to move my spiritual weapon.
Yep.
And attack it.
Yeah, give me a roll hit. Give you advantage on it.
Nope. There was a 2 and a 3. That was rubbish.
Aw.
You slice in, it hits it, but it's thick hide.
Yeah, it doesn't do
Just
anything.
not able to get the force behind it.
Cantrip.
Yep.
How far away is the big one?
The one charging towards you.
Charging towards me?
All about 50 foot at the moment.
I could Eldritch Bastard. Do I get rid of the blind one? How close is Strahd?
About 60 foot away.
Fine. I will Eldritch Blast the blind one to just get rid of it. Hopefully. 17 plus 5.
Yeah, it's a hit. Give me some damage.
1d10. 9 points of damage.
Yes, enough. For the third time, sorry. Your hand comes out as this force just ripples through the mist as it slams into it. So it takes a couple of steps, but falls over sideways.
Yeah.
You hear another. He's a monster. 6. One of the smaller wolves near you takes a crossbow bolt in the side as it kind of stumbles hard, sideways, nearly down already. You see Irina and Ismark. Ismark, after seeing this thing, takes a couple of steps backwards.
Hold the line. Ismark, hold the line. No.
He follows. Irina, deep breath, and just again hits this deep rhythm. Jackal.
Right. I will swing my mace round at the one that got hit by the bolt.
Yep, give me a hit,
Try and
please.
finish it off.
Advantage.
10. Oh yeah, advantage.
Yep.
14.
It's enough. Give me some damage.
Nice.
She's got like a little model of the
9.
totems on it. So remember.
9 damage.
Yeah, enough to drop it. You get a real clean hit as what you're using.
It's a mace.
Nice.
It's not the prettiest of weapon as you just hear this deep thud followed by a crack as its neck just goes and it just without a sound hits the floor. The other wolf. Oh no, sorry, Red.
Yeah.
So your knowledge of werewolves highly resistant to physical weapons which are not silver.
Yeah.
Magic, can affect them. You'd know this as well. But if you're not hitting them with silver stuff,
Yes, he has that. Oh no, you've got the silver side.
She couldn't use it.
Have we got another wolf still
there's a
next to us, haven't we?
smallie and a biggie.
Still next to us, really?
Yeah,
The
biggie's-
smallie's on you,
the
and
biggie's
then there's
facing me.
a half-sized one.
Okay, well, I'll go for. I've still got 1 HP as a wolf. I might as well make the most of it. I'm going to go for the one that's closest to us. Advantage. What? Can I re-roll the 1 again? Yeah.
Because you're
Yeah, because you're
Ghost
lucky.
wise, 12, 16.
That's a hit. Was this Biggie?
The one that's closest to us.
Biggie.
I think that's Biggie.
Yeah, give me...
And then it is. Can I borrow a D4? 2, 3, 4.
And... motherfucker.
Did I knock it over?
Yeah.
Straight.
How much damage
straight
was it?
For it was 4. Straight for like under the neck by the chin and just
Beautiful.
drag it down.
Although it's bigger, you do manage the
Does
big
go underneath it?
twist as its body. Yeah, you take it to the floor.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's my turn next. Otherwise, everyone would have got advantage. We've already got advantage. He's going to jump up. You've got his attention, little wolf. He's going to try and bite you. That's going to be a hit.
So I'll just go sprawling back as a little one. Oh.
With the damage transfer. into
Well.
If it goes over it, yes. Take 16 points of
16.
damage.
So that's 1 off there, so 15. And if I go back to
As you do, he kind of rolls out of your throw and is up to his feet.
9.
As now, although you threw him, it left yourself more open than you would have liked, as this big jaw just grasps you round the neck. Give me a strength save, please.
15.
Enough.
Yeah.
As he does again, the death shake and tries to throw you, but you're expecting it this time as your feet, as you slide back a bit. That hurt as these claws. Those who haven't seen a druid get knocked out of shapeshift before, it's not a pretty thing, as she's kind of like you kind of see mid-air this wolf almost die, and then the wound open up on the halfling as red is thrown across, but manages to remain on her feet. Big boy. So the front line furthest forward is
Probably be me.
Probably
I think
Jacob.
Is this the werewolf?
yeah. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3,
we're
4,
like
5,
about next to
6. What's your AC, please?
19.
That was lucky. I'm not looking too fresh.
You're not looking too fresh.
You're back now.
You get all your hit points back when you have a long rest, don't you?
Yeah.
Actually, I can do wild shape
On
twice.
33.
Nice.
Can do wild shape twice. Can't remember if I have to do it.
What's your AC?
Me?
Yeah.
19.
Sorry. Oh, yeah, of course it is. He's got you. And claws, not as good. Oh, he's got you both.
You don't have to sound so cheerful.
Take. You're on full though, aren't you?
Yeah.
10 damage. And then.
What? Are you getting a different dice from?
Oh, he doesn't hit as hard as I hoped. And 6 damage. And give me a. Can you be diseased?
Nope. Fuck your disease. I'm paladin.
Can you be cursed?
I don't know. Nobody's ever asked me that before.
I think you can.
Give me a saving throw, a Constitution saving
Okay.
throw. We'll work it out later if you can.
Constitution. Cool. Plus 2. 20. Yay! Oh, I'm sorry. Did I ruin your plans to murder me horribly?
Not really. It's fine. It's
Okay.
fine. It's fine. It's fine.
This first round, at least.
You see this large hulking mass jumps over one of the bigger dire wolves, making it look quite small, and is amongst you. As it goes to bite you, you bring your shield up. It doesn't give a fuck. So it just bites in. Half of its jaw on your shield, the other half just over the other side, just clamps its mouth down as it pins your own shield against your arm. It doesn't release the grip as one of the claws just wraps up and just straight across the face.
Cool scars. Great. I'm just going to write cool scars down.
And you wear a little hat, don't you?
Huh?
A wimple.
The little wimple gets knocked off your head.
What colour hair does she have?
Can we do a roll for what?
As he is amongst you, or she. My turn. Other big wolf has been little wolf on Jakul. Ooh, he hits as well. Oh, I'm having a good round of combat, boys. 9 points of damage. Oh, no, sorry, that's... Yeah, 9 points of damage.
What you
And
want?
give me a strength check.
4.
Hell.
18.
Oh, you're
plus-
fine. Yeah, he, again...
Must be like 11. or
After
something.
killing his friend, you then turn as he darts round your shield, grabs onto the leg and another bite behind the knee and tries to take you to the floor, but your stance is too strong. Your legs spread wide.
Who has our potions?
I've got one.
And Hestia has the others.
Hestia has the others. Who goes it?
Mine. Oh, wait, no.
Constance.
Oh, sorry, no, I thought it was Jacoul's, but it was your reaction and stuff.
It's got smashed.
You've definitely got the upper hand in this combat, but it's changed now as this big lumbering hulk of a werewolf is just smashed in.
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Yeah, so that gives you...
+2 to AC.
Nice.
And I'm going to attack.
Is it a bonus action?
Actually, that is a bonus action.
Nice.
I would like to drop my Warhammer and pull out my silver sword.
Yeah, I'll let you do that. Nice.
Is that my action or is that?
You can do it, it's free.
Okay,
Because you're not moving.
Yeah. 18.
Is a hit.
Cool.
From how this thing moves, it's not too much of a challenge to hit.
I'm going to Divine Smite it.
Okay, give me some damage.
So it's a 1d6 plus 5 for the silver sword. So that's 4 plus 5. That's 9 points of normal damage.
Yeah.
And then Divine Smite gives me 2d8.
It just costs a spell slot.
And it costs 1 spell slot.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you burn one of your spell slots. How many have you got left?
1.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a 3 and a 1. So 4
An
extra
4.
points of radiant damage.
Nice. You hurt it. Wasn't expecting that. As you can almost see this kind of wolf-like grin where it's in this hybrid-esque form as you drop the hammer. And from, is it back or side sheath? Where do you hold the silver?
It's a side sheath.
Yeah, from
Under
your
the
shield
shield,
side,
yeah.
you as you see the glint in the light as this silvered sword comes out as you slam into it with it, and it doesn't like you at all. Gabriel.
I think that was actually my last spell slot.
I'm going to command Eric
the higher level
to
shields.
annoy the werewolf.
You have level 2 ones.
And then I'm going to... So Eric's going to annoy the werewolf. And then I'm going to move my spiritual weapon
Haven't got any.
to hit it.
Yep.
So, advantage. 15 plus 5, so 20.
What sort of damage is spiritual weapon?
Spiritual weapon is force damage.
Well, aren't you special? Yeah, give me some damage.
So it does 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier. So it does 8 plus 5, so that's 12.
Nice.
13
13.
points.
Yeah, you're hurting it.
And then
Your scythe spins in, catches it in the back.
Then I will Eldritch Blast it as well.
Nice, give me a roll hit.
15 again, so it'd be 15 plus 5, so that's 20.
That's a hit.
And then it's 1d10 worth of damage. And that does 7 points of force damage.
Ouch. Good round, good round. Yeah, you focus, and this Eric understands what you want him to do. Straight in, no hesitation. As then your spiritual weapon comes flashing out, catches it high in the shoulder. As you then reach round, hand comes out as a blast comes through. You rock it, Fisher. Jakul, there's one small wolf left, and then the big boy.
And then the werewolf as well? Or?
No.
No, okay.
Oh, no, yes, sorry. One small wolf, one dire wolf who's looking rough, and then the werewolf.
Okay.
You're going to stop referring to whatever's biggest as the big boy.
Big boy.
Big boy!
Which big boy?
I will go for the rougher looking direwolf, try and distance myself a little bit from the werewolf.
Yep.
Try and catch it with my mace.
Yep, mirror hit,
Try and finish
please.
it off.
Advantage.
Critical fail. Oh yeah, advantage.
Damn that advantage.
10.
15.
15 to hit. Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah.
Give me some damage.
This is why you have a tree.
You feel your keen eyes as you look down. You like see a rock that you were just about to step on as you step round it and then strike in.
Nice. 5 damage.
5?
Yeah.
Just enough to drop the big boy. On the nose.
So that's a dire wolf down now.
Yeah.
So there's just a little one and a werewolf left.
Yeah.
Red.
I'm going to go for the little one. I'm just going to go with the spear.
Yep.
So, it's going to hit. Advantage. 14.
Plus your dex.
Yeah, that'll be enough.
Yeah, 16.
Give me some damage.
Oh god, 1d6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
He was completely fresh, wasn't he?
I think.
You step in with the spear. The wolf is focused on Jakul. You see an opening in his flank as you dig deep into it, as it kind of almost buckles, as its head then locks round to see you. Ismark backs away. Irina, seeing the wolf now turn its attention to you, breaks rank and charges it.
Hey, my girl.
I'll let you give me a roll. Give me a roll for her. She's got +3 to hit. Give me a d20.
Oh, me? Okay. Does she get advantage? She's in the thing.
Yeah.
15?
Yeah, it's a hit.
Oh, I mean, I'll give it another go in case she gets a... Nah, 15 again.
She's a d8 damage.
She's consistent.
Oh, where's the 8 gone? D8.
+1.
Sorry, 3.
Almost enough to drop in, but
She helped.
she's helping. My turn. It's going to bite you.
Yeah.
What is your AC, please?
15.
How much?
15.
It's got you.
It's going to hurt. I might go down.
6 points of damage.
Oh, I'm still up. Just about.
And give me a strength check, please.
2 seconds. 5.
You get thrown to the floor.
Yeah. Very little. I'm easy to throw.
You see the wolf, after throwing you to the floor, to see this new combatant who's entered the fray, turns his attention round to Irina. He's bloody dripping off its mouth as it's just bitten you. And Constance, your turn, please, as you're focused on this werewolf in front of you.
I'll smash it as hard as I can.
Give me a roll to hit, please.
It's a 14.
Advantage as well. Might as well.
That is a 19.
There you go.
That is a hit.
Still got this hawk is still just like
got it.
still over the top. It is. It's like I got you.
I'm helping. Give me another Constitution save, please.
Oh, another Constitution save.
Yep. No, to see if you can keep your spell up.
Oh, do you? Oh, wisdom.
My
wisdom. Is it? Wait, what was it? Was it Constitution? Yeah. Oh wait, no, that's not 20. What am I doing? 5. The leaves just go.
You lose it. Yep. After getting thrown to the floor, you bounce awkwardly as you focus, but your mind's not
anyway
there.
because Eric's annoying it.
Look
It's
at you
fine.
guys with all your advantage causing things.
Wait until I level up.
I get new forms when I level up. I can be swinging things.
1d6 plus 5.
Yeah. That is 7 points of damage with my silver sword.
Ow.
Yes.
Ow.
He's hurting. You step in. He's this big, lumbering... Oh no, he's not been...
What?
I've not done big boy this turn, have I? I only did the small ruler ones.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
This isn't big boy, this is big man.
Big man.
You've got his attention with the silver weapon.
Yeah.
He's not enjoying that. What's your AC? I've got disadvantage, hasn't he? From Eric.
I think help only gives us advantage. I don't know if
Oh, does it?
Advantage.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
First
know.
attack is a hit then.
Let me have
Second
a
is
look.
a miss by
Pass me
miles.
the book.
1d8 plus 2, 5, 9 points of damage. And another constitution save. Please.
Me?
Yes, please.
Okay. That's 13.
Yep, you're okay.
15.
You're alright. You've done your turn. Gabriel.
I will. Fucking Irina ran into combat, didn't she?
She did indeed.
I'm going to move my spiritual weapon
Yep.
and attack the little wolf
Yeah. Give me a roll to.
as my bonus action.
As you
14 versus AC.
as you bring the weapon round, all of you would hear this voice as this wolf looks at Irina. No. And the wolf just sits as your spiritual weapon just comes in and cleaves it. As you hear just a single word as it echoes out from Strahd. Just no.
And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast the werewolf.
Yep. Give me a roll to hit.
Just like unfazed.
Should we just get t-shirts with that on? I'm going to Eldritch Blast blank.
Your hand comes out again.
That's it. 19.
That's a hit. Give me some damage.
So I've got advantage. Can I roll to see if I get a crit?
Yeah.
I mean, go for it. Go on.
And it's dropped.
Crit!
Oh,
I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
magic dice.
Yeah, but how well are you
Which
going
dice
to
are those ones?
These are the
It's
raven
the
ones.
raven dice.
Okay, so we are going to have a competition. If you're at home and would like to win some dice, they've got some ravens on them, barely been used.
7, 8. So 8 plus 7 is 15 points of force damage.
How much?
15 of force damage.
Nice.
All you need to do is email in with which character you would like to die first.
Whoever says Gabriel.
How do you want to do this?
What, me?
Kill is the dice
Oh,
you get.
so
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
as I Eldritch blast it, as it hits, a load of raven feathers come flying off of it, and then it just puffs into like loads of raven feathers. Absolutely just everywhere.
As it smashes into it, these feathers erupt from where it hits. So it stumbles backwards, clawing at air to try and purchase on something, but can't, as it just topples over.
And Eric picks one up and puts it into itself. And I just turn around and look at Strahd. And I point at him. Next.
As you do.
Next. While I'm here, Red's going to go back into wild shape.
Yeah.
She's not feeling too good, so just going to go back into it.
Burn again and
Yeah.
get back into this small wolf, or relatively large wolf in comparison to the size of Red. You point at him
Yeah, basically like, who's next? Like, what else you got?
with total indifference, with as if just nothing, barely an acknowledgement at all. His eyes are fixed on Irina as she, after hearing this voice from behind say no, you just see one of her hands, anyone near her, just
I'm closest to her, I think.
carelessly goes up to her neck as she kind of touches it and makes eye contact with him. And where before you'd heard this kind of steady, controlled breathing, it just completely goes out the window. She takes a step backwards, and another, very unaware of her surroundings, just moving away from him out into the open. As a foot trips on a rock as she just kind of falls backwards. Anyone do anything?
Goes and stands over her, like
Yeah.
she's sort of underneath and between, and the four
Seeing
legs
this,
are like this.
Ismark comes out of whatever fear he had and runs towards her to try and assist, but he's too far away to try and grab her as she's falling. But he does, he just drops the spear and just runs towards her. You can hear from the back of the clearing where you were the sort of reloading of a heavy crossbow. From further to the northeast, Strahd's vision just kind of leaves yours for a second. He just carelessly looks over. And just as his head kind of stops moving and looking at the distance, you hear another whirr, a deep guttural, and then another, and another, as his vision just lazily runs back to you. These are the deep werewolf. You hear 3 more.
How far away?
Maybe a mile.
We can't fight this.
What do we
As
do?
cheesy as it was and as horrendous as the chanting was, he is ancient, he is the land, just comes to your mind. What do you do?
I cast Lay on Hands on Jakul,
Yep.
and I will give you 7 points of damage. Points of damage. 7 points of healing.
Kill me,
Fuck you!
7 points of healing.
You see, as if nothing could happen at all, as if just looking at a view in the distance, Strahd just turns his head and begins to walk away.
Fine by me. Let's go. Let's get out of these woods.
Where to?
We need to start making our way to town. This town that we're meant to take Irina to.
How far is it? Like, it was a day trip or more than a day trip?
About a day trip-ish at fast
From the
travel.
beginning.
Yeah,
Until
it's said that you can do it in one day if you're quick.
But we stopped at the
Yeah.
haunted house.
Yeah.
Shall we go?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Ismark gets to Irina and she kind of breaks whatever fear was over her as she just left trembling on the floor. Ismark tries his best to kind of help her up. Your spear long forgotten.
Go pick up my spear, put it back on my back again.
Yep. Do you spend time to break camp? So your roll mats and sleeping stuff are currently still out on the
Yeah,
floor,
we
or
put
do
it-
you just
Yeah,
run?
just grab it.
Just grab it. Just grab it. And
Red will put.
How
dirt-
thorough are you
dirt
being?
over
Just
the fire.
grabbing? You didn't put anything
Oh
down?
wait, no, I don't have any. I don't have any,
You
I
didn't
don't have
have
any hands. I can't put dirt over the fire. I can dig dirt over the fire.
I could put it out.
Yep.
Flicking the fire goes out.
Give me just, if you've got any skills that you think would help, otherwise just a natural d20 to see how effective you are at just very quickly grabbing everything.
15 for survival. Right,
So you've got all your armour on you.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Your hammer was dropped.
Yeah. But I will pick that up.
Yep.
Because that,
Yep.
yeah.
9. 9.
You're not overly helpful.
11.
15 on survival.
Yeah. So you're able to put the fire out, try and hide the camp that you've
Yeah.
got, is what you're focusing on.
Mhm.
Gabriel?
I rolled a 4. I don't know what to add to it.
Yeah.
I'm too busy
Breaking the
watching.
camp down quickly, it would be survival maybe to make sure you're trying to grab all your stuff.
My survival's on 0.
Yeah, so you're trying to break this
All my
camp
stuff's
down.
already down in the
It'll be like
bag
a
anyway.
Yeah.
Could it be deception for we are not here? We were never here.
If it's deception, then it'd be 9.
You grab bits, but it takes you longer
Then we
than
want
you
to.
would have liked, and you start running.
Sure.
Which way are you going?
Towards the town?
West towards the town.
So you've got
We need to cross the river
We have
as
to
well,
cross
don't
the-
we?
cross the
south
river.
towards the river. You've got west, which would be the most direct route from what you have heard towards the town, but you know that the river does open into a lake.
Red will probably.
Oh, Johnny, sit forward for us.
My bad.
You're disappearing.
That is a
Red will probably try and like push the route further towards the river
So
because
pushing
it will mask.
south
It will mask the scent.
Yeah.
And
Southwest.
make us easy.
Southwest.
Yeah.
Make us harder to track.
through the forest or into the opening. Who's taking point?
Red.
Fastest.
Yeah, you take point.
Yeah.
Eric will be flying.
Yeah.
Probably
Circling.
close-ish to the where the river is. So probably on the tree line. We might be more open, but at least it will mask the scent.
You break camp, you move. You move in as fast as you can. Some of you have had very little sleep and almost no rest from the night, as if it was only a short rest, with dreams in your head, and then awoken with this most brutal combat. You've proven, though, that it were possible for you to take a werewolf down. You push through the woodlands. It's old and grim. These finger-like trees raking against you as you run. At times, it feels like you're running into dead ends. Give me a survival and see how good you are at picking your route for the rest through here.
14.
Pretty good. They're not your pack. They can't hit the same pace as you can.
Yeah, I got to keep pulling up and stopping.
Give me a perception on Eric, please.
19.
As he's swinging overhead, the direction you're running in, there's something moving in the undergrowth coming towards you. Something big.
Head right. Someone's coming.
Yeah, you veer. As he's still overlooking, it kind of veers slightly towards you, still, but not hugely so. You're picking your path, heading down towards the river. You can hear the sound of it now, but you hear this howl from behind you. They've closed the distance faster than you thought they would.
Mm.
They're moving fast and they know this land. Which way do you go?
Keep pressing forward to the clearing.
Yeah. This figure is sort of moving to the side of you as you're coming into this opening. As you're sprinting across it. What order are you in?
I'm heading.
I'm following Red.
Yep.
I'm going to have Ismark.
I'll take up the back then.
I'll be nearer the rear, have Ismark and Arena in front of us.
Yeah.
Make
Guessing we got to kind of like push the dwarf along because he's not going to be as quick as a lot of us.
He would break with you guys. He wouldn't be able to keep up. He would break. He'd find somewhere to hide.
He's gone then. He's run off on his own.
Yeah, he's gone off by himself.
Because the rest of us are all like normal size people, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Like big.
And you're a wolf.
I'm a wolf at the minute,
Yeah,
but
so you're okay.
pretty nippy.
Yeah.
All caught in your own heads, being shaken up from what's just happened. You enter this kind of clearing. You can see the river opens in front of you. You've overshot the bridge across it. The bridge lies to the sort of south. You'd have to go back, round it a little bit, and then across, or you can go across the river. The river is not moving super quick. It's just sort of plodding along. At the deepest, it looks maybe knee-ish height, but it will slow you down.
Mm.
So the bridge kind of lies round to the east.
We're in the open
and you're
now,
heading
aren't we?
west. And you've got the opening of the river.
We can see stuff coming towards us. We could run south to the bridge.
Yeah, and if we're crossing the river, they're just going to go to the bridge and cut us off.
You'd have to kind of, you'd have to go back and then that way.
Oh, right.
Whereas if you just went straight across and then, so you can either stay on this side of the river, but from what you've been told by Ismark and Irina, the town that you need is on the other side of the lake. So where this river would open up into a lake, you'd then be on the other side of the lake, not the river.
Okay. We got to.
The river kind of meanders round, and you can see it does kind of open up and get wider.
Okay.
Bridge.
It's your call. What are you doing at the front?
Bridge.
You start heading
Easier.
back.
Following you. If we get slowed down in the water, they're going to go up over the bridge.
You start making your way back round towards the bridge. It's old, but the stone is strong and true. You can see the two sides you're in, a couple of statues have been carved into it, but they're long faded, moss growing over them as the gentle meander of the river goes underneath. Did you point out to Red the thing that was moving?
He just said, go right.
Yeah.
Go right, something's coming.
Does anyone look behind them?
I'm rear guard, so I'll be glancing over my shoulder.
Yep. As you glance, you can see two of these were-beasts in this were-form, these werewolves, bounding out. None as anywhere near the size of the largest one you saw before coming through into Barovia, but still strong, hulking creatures as they break out from the trees, heads up, looking to see which way you're going. One kind of follows you round. The other one looks to head across the water to cut you off. As it does, you see whatever was in the undergrowth coming out. Stands a wolf, maybe 6.5 foot from floor to shoulder. This thing is big. It's powerful build, grey cloak, scars in it. Give me a perception.
Me?
No, just red.
19.
As you look at it, its fur, there's something about it, something familiar, but then again not, as it comes bounding out towards you, mouth open, eyes red looking. We'll go same initiative. Jekyll, you're right at the back, you looked over your shoulder, you've seen that. Mm-hmm. Red, what do you do? It'll be on you next turn.
Oh. So wait, we've got one in front of us.
Yep, this one which has just erupted.
Okay.
So the red-eyed wolf is on the other side of the river?
It's on your side of the river, coming out from the kind of undergrowth, cutting across. So if you guys sort of carried on running, you might be able to outrun it.
So we're not at the bridge yet?
You're at the bridge. So you've kind of got going south of the bridge, one werewolf here going this way, and this one coming this way.
How fast is the water?
How fast the water?
Yeah, how fast is the water, like, running?
Not fast.
Okay.
It's not rapid.
Yeah.
It's gentle,
Can't
stream,
fucking
meandering. Reaction, what do you do?
Keep running.
You run across the bridge.
Yeah.
Red hits the pace. Constance.
I'm following Red.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gabriel. They're double moving. They are sprinting.
Okay. I am
Your
going to...
legs burning, lungs burning.
How wide is the bridge?
It comfortably covers the river, so if it was to flood, you would be okay. Maybe like 80 foot, just a part of the road, if that makes sense. From the sides, are comfortably over it with loads of leeway.
And it's like wide enough for like a
wide enough for double carts to go across.
Keep running.
Yep, you keep sprinting. As you do, Ismark and Irina just heads down, running after you. The wolf, this large creature, as it does, its eyes lock onto yours as you can't help but look over as the sort of hairs on the back of your neck go up. But it veers off. Instead of ploughing into you and your party, which it could have comfortably done at this speed, it leaps and goes for the werewolf that is trying to run through the water, letting out a deep, deep growl and howl as it does. As you look over, you can see its fur with all of these deep scars. As you look at the back of its neck, you can see teeth marks.
What?
What do you do?
Hold on.
Jackal!
I'm still following the party. I'm booking it after them.
Leave it.
Yep.
Oh, me.
Yep. You're just sprinting?
Slightly sort of stumbled a little bit in shock.
Whether this thing is going to be a fight for the werewolf or not, you're not sure.
Yeah, no, she's just like still sort of like half running, but paws are sort of tottering about.
Seems to have got the attention for both of the werewolves as the other one turns to face this new foe as they kind of plough into it, as it darts off, trying to draw them away, and both of them are drawn to this, as it lets out a howl. A howl familiar, but not.
Ooh. She's completely pulled up now.
Did he stumble as a wolf or as a human?
She's wolf at the minute, yeah. Yeah.
And that's where we'll leave it.
Oh.
Nice.
What?
Very nice.
What?
Like I said, we just killed a werewolf.
You wrecked that werewolf.
That was pretty impressive.
I was like, this will make them run. I won't need to use the extra.
In all fairness, we were not looking too fresh.
No.
If it weren't for being able to do wild shape twice, I would not be okay.
What were you on?
I was on 3, and then that's why I changed back, because I can do it twice before I need a
she
rest.
was on like 6.
And then I was on like 6. So if
I was on 6.
I'm glad I could do.
I was on 4.
Glad I could do wild shape
I didn't
twice.
realise how low you were.
You were on a comfortable 24.
That's what they come
No
to
one did
24.
healing spells.